Jack Daddy, knowledge supreme. Bobby A1 needs mountain dream lord. Scuba camera haunting our show. Together we reveal the feel we bestow. Jump scares and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark. Thrills and chills, we embrace them all.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fan-fucking-tastic episode of the Dellamore podcast. I am your not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, back in the saddle again after a nice little hiatus. Let me just say I'm excited to be here with my boys.
Yeah.
Because it's been far too long.
Yes, it has.
That being said, my homies, as always, you got to bring them in. So we have that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And we have that killing machine, but we also like to call him that delicious meat mountain, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening. It is Monday, October 21st. 10 days till Halloween.
Fucking right, dude. I thought Bob was about to do like the Undertaker, like, oh, boom.
Listen, if I could get Pyro behind me and do that, I would have done it.
We can make that happen. LED lights, bro. Fans and paper, homie. We'll just make fake pyro.
There you go.
Right? Fucking A. Our beloved Scuba Steve should be joining us in a little bit. The man's on a mission, giving some candy to the kids for his job. And fuck yeah, dude. Hope he's having a good time. Hope he had a good turnout. That being said, today we are talking a doozy of a movie. I think we all have many things to say about it.
Yeah.
Good nor bad, I do not know. We will get there when we do. But that would be 1994's Cemetery Man, a.k.a. Dellamorte, Dellamore.
Very nice.
Yeah, I tried. Never know. I could fake that Italian accent every once in a blue moon.
You should have done like a really bad stereotypical Super Mario accent.
Hey, what you talking? Yeah, right. And a little
Gene's here.
Fucking hey, what's up, Gene? How you doing, my brother? Fuck yeah. Yes, we are all late. You can blame me because that's how that be. Before we talk about this film, we're going to do what we always do, and that's going to talk about what the fuck we did in the last weekend, whatever the fuck, right? How do we kill our fun time here? And, well, in order to do that, we have to have Mr. Scuba Steve, but he's not fucking here right now. So let me reach into the dimensional portal right here. Just hold on. All right, and we're going to pull out Scuba variant. What you got, buddy?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Scoobs.
I know what I'm normally going to say. Everybody knows.
It's a pizza, baby.
I also still, even on the big screen, I don't see him in the corner.
That is so
funny. That's because I don't know why it pops up in that format for whatever fucking reason now, but that's just a new like restream bullshit.
But how many times have we had that video and I'm like, and someone said, "Oh, he's in the corner." I'm like, "What do you mean he's in the corner?"
Oh, you never noticed he's in the corner.
I never noticed he's there.
Like I think you just noticed him like in the past month or so.
Yeah, probably. It's like, what do you mean he's?
No, I've always seen little Steve. It's like, oh look, little Steve. Ooh, cheesy.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, cheese pizza. Scoob's voice. Oh, Scoob's over there.
Anyway. Hell yeah, dude. All right, Chad Daddy, how you been, brother? What'd you do this weekend?
It hasn't been too bad. So Friday on my day off, I had to go to a doctor's appointment. Yeah, typical checkup, all that crap. I also did get to finally sit down and watch Terrifier 3. I won't say how, but so yeah, I liked it. And a lot of people are calling it like a big masterpiece. I don't think it's a masterpiece by any means. I enjoyed it.
What, this movie?
No.
Terrifier 3. Masterpiece?
Yeah, people are calling it a masterpiece. Like, no.
I don't know about masterpiece. It was fun.
It was fun.
Ride. Like, I enjoyed it.
And I think I enjoyed the second one better looking back, but the second one needs to be cut down by about a half hour.
I would say even 15 minutes would be fine.
And like, I don't understand why there's all these stories of people just getting up and walking out of the theater, because compared to the other two, this one's a little more tame, gore-wise.
Yeah, dude, this was literally spoilers alert, so skip ahead if you. It's just all limb chopping pretty much this whole movie, dude.
Yeah.
There's a few other little minor things like chainsaws and such, but for
And
the most
glass
part,
shards being,
Well, let's not go there. Let's not go
you know
there.
what? That wasn't even that bad. I don't think so.
It was
I
just
don't-
very bizarre.
I was just like, oh shit, we go in prison movie in this. And I was like, oh, fuck. Little different than what I thought was going to happen, but that's cool. No, it was. I'd say it was a good. Listen, man, it was a good horror movie, and it gave me what I wanted. So that's all I could say. But as long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters, brother.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. Then Saturday, my son finished out the soccer season with a tournament.
Nice.
They played 2 games, lost 2 games, but these 2 games they played were the 2 best games they played all season because the first game, it was tied at 3.
Okay.
The opposing team scored with literally the last couple seconds left. Like, we didn't know it was the last couple seconds. Like, he gets the goal in, we're like, no! And then the ref blew the whistle, I'm like, no! So, unfortunately, like, it would have come to a shootout, which actually the first game right before us ended as a shootout, which was really cool to watch. We haven't seen that before in soccer.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. And then the second game they lost, but it was only 1-0, so at least it wasn't a total blowout. The kids all had fun this season. That's all that matters.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that is 100%, dude. Like, as long as the kids enjoyed themselves,
Yeah.
whether they're game to do it again or not, that's fucking awesome.
They all seem like they want to come back again, and a lot of them I've
Good for them,
seen,
dude.
like at least half the team Cameron's played with before, either last fall, last spring, or when he was in like the 8 and under category. Hey, what's up, Brody?
What's up, Brody? How you
Hey,
doing,
bro.
brother?
So yeah, I did that Saturday. Then Sunday, I had to go pick up my prescriptions because when I came home from the doctor's office, they want me to double up on my blood pressure medicine, and I figured out I only have 8 pills left, so I had to go pick up another prescription. We were there, and Steph is like, "I think I want to buy a water cooler." She's been wanting a water cooler ever since we moved in here.
Conversations, yes, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, want me to water cooler?
I mean, it was only $100. I said, "What the hell? Let's just get a water cooler." So we got a water cooler. We came home, we brought it. Steph set it up. Then we're just sitting there in the living room. She's like, "Where am I going to put the Christmas tree? We got to rearrange. I got to figure out what to put the Christmas tree." Yeah, it's like, it's October, but all right, let's figure out where we're going to put it. So
No, you got 3 more weeks to worry about that shit. You're solid.
So we rearranged and made room for whenever we put up the Christmas tree.
I'm surprised you already didn't just put one up.
Don't give her that idea. I'm surprised she's not here in the chat just thanking you for that.
And the only reason I say that is because didn't they do that in like Halloween Kills? Because the daughter was all obsessed with like
Oh my God, yes.
not Halloween, so she was already putting Christmas up at Halloween.
Yes, because she had a Christmas sweater on.
Yeah, we agree. Which, by the way,
She's not normal, but whatever.
what's that
You know,
about?
Anybody who puts up Christmas trees now, go fuck themselves.
What about the Halloween Christmas trees though?
No, that's fine. It's a
I was gonna
Halloween
say they
Christmas tree.
I was like, homie, they totally sell those now. So, and that
No,
is a surefire
That's
thing.
fine. You're still representing Halloween on the goddamn thing.
We could get.
But if you're one of those,
we could decorate it like Art the Clown did. Oh God damn it! She saw it.
no,
She heard
don't put up a Christmas tree. Goddamn.
That's a great idea.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
No,
for
She
the
was
tree.
probably. I guarantee she was sitting down there waiting for me to bring up about rearranging.
First of
the
all,
Christmas tree.
don't act like I put the idea there. That's already been there. It
She's
just
gonna
wasn't
say.
said out
She's
loud.
gonna say you gave her permission.
That's fine. You know what? I'll take that hit. But all I'm gonna say is it's still Nightmare Before Christmas time. You could decorate that tree up way differently, personally.
Yes, we could decorate it like Art did.
Yeah, or that too.
I
I personally would, if you wanted to go full Christmas tree, just to add the little bit of touch, all you do is take some nice cardboard and some paper, make some cool fucking evil eyes, and then a big fucking mouth. And just put like a fake little hand in there coming out. Done.
I mean, I do hide little horror ornaments on there.
Do you hide I gotta get the Predator this year, dude. I know that's like
Yeah,
a new.
I wanna get that.
I need to do that, dude.
I did that.
Yeah, was it the in full Invisipred? That's what my brother-in-law got, dude. Where we
No,
were already, like,
no,
smoking.
I have the regular one. I have.
No, it's not.
He's not invisible, but he's kind of. It's like the lightning cloaked one from Predator 2. You know, when he's like up there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have
yeah.
that.
Steph says November 1st for Christmas. Steph is Linda Belcher. It's not even like Halloween's not even over yet. It's like 9:00 at night. It's like, all right, family, let's go.
That's what she would do if she had the chance.
I love it.
Oh shit! You know what? And fucking Halloween's on a Thursday.
Halloween is on a Thursday this week.
Yes, it is.
And I don't work Fridays, so she's gonna. Make me,
you lucky bastard!
She's gonna make me dig those fucking Christmas decorations out. She's like, hey, if you're not busy on your day off,
I guess if I was you in there, I'd be like, something, I'll just sleep on the couch for the next week. I'm cool with that.
I gotta say, man, I might go the long route this year, dude. I've only seen a few people do it, but I might try to go all the way up to Thanksgiving with my Halloween decorations out. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but
I like it.
I got a lot of shit up there that I don't want to instantly take away. Sorry. You know what? I'll speak later. Chad, this is your moment. Right back.
That's really about it. Then I watched this on Saturday, and we're gonna talk about it. We will talk about it. Bobby.
Well, besides this overload of Christmas, we will not be talking about that here. Fuck all you who take it down after Halloween. You all need help. Anyway,
we all saw Terrifier 3, which is literally a Christmas movie. A fucking
yes, but at least there was blood and guts in it. God damn it! At least it was in your face.
Christmas movie.
But it's an Art the Clown Christmas movie. I'm okay with that.
Fair. Anyway. Wait, what's Gallo agreeing to?
I think he's agreeing with you with leaving the Halloween decorations out.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
Anyway, it's Friday. My girlfriend and I and one of our friends, we went and saw Smile 2. So if anybody wants to go see that and you like the first one, you will love the second one. It was awesome. It was wonderful.
I did like the first one.
So you'll definitely like the second one for sure.
Word.
But I'll leave it at that. Saturday was a nice day out. We were in Pennsylvania. We went to Soulberry Orchards for apple picking, get some pumpkins and cider donuts and all that. And then we went to Peddler's Village for dinner, went around and shopped a little bit. And then we went to a haunt also in PA called Valley of Fear. It was really good. We went last year. We had a good time with it. And that was Saturday. It was awesome. It was my girlfriend and I. And then her brother and his girlfriend and a couple of our friends. It was a good time, as always. And what did I do Sunday? Sunday was a lazy day for the most part. Went and had lunch with a friend of mine. And then sat around, was watching a little football, and went and worked my haunt Sunday night. It was a nice busy night. We finished up around like 10:30.
Nice. What time you guys open at, homie? Like 7?
Yeah, like 7 o'clock. You can get there early, but like 7 o'clock is like when the first wagon goes out.
Nice.
So it was nice. It was a nice crisp October night. Felt wonderful. And today I worked and I watched this.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yes, we did.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that right there, John.
What are you talking about? All right. Well, I wasn't here last week, so I've been kind of a busy boy. Last week I was hanging out with my Ghostbuster homies, and we were rocking Retro Game Con, to which, if you don't know, it's a retro video game con that we hold in the city of Syracuse. Not me personally, but the folks that put it on. And holy shit, man, this was their biggest fucking year yet. I think this was year 11, but they've always done it just one big solid room, and there might be some little shit downstairs. Nah, man, they rocked all fucking levels this year, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy because, like, I've never been downstairs, so all the food and the booze and shit was downstairs. So it was a little bit of hype for that. That kind of sucked. But the main stage for all the acts and like all the different show, like cosplay contests, all shit like that was also downstairs. And it was a really decent fucking size auditorium. Then there was like a whole nother fucking hallway with like tabletop games. I mean, it's not just video game, you know what I mean? Like they try to cover fucking all bases, dude. It's a solid nerd con for real, but the main emphasis is gaming in general. But like card games, board games, fucking, they had like a cosplay room, which I thought was kind of funny because it's just like, you know, people who have really elaborate cosplays or even whatever, and they're just tired and need to like get away from the crowd. What I thought was funny is there was a sign saying furries also allowed. I was like, oh shit, they're segregating furries now, right? But I was told, I was like, wow, this is very ahead of the time. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just behind the times. But for the con, apparently, apparently they had a separate room for the furry folks because those room all have like blowers in there and shit that they could put their helmets on and stuff to like air dry them out and shit. And I was like, oh wow.
That's actually a pretty cool idea.
That's what I'm thinking ahead, dude.
That's smart.
Especially anybody that's rocked any kind of costume, man. You know, in a con setting, you're getting fucking pity and sweaty after a good hour or so, right?
Yeah.
I could only imagine a furry fucking costume, man. That shit's got to be just disgusting on the inside. So to have that kind of shit, I mean,
the fur pile.
Yeah. But maybe that was more in the VIP, like after the hours club. I don't know, dude. I
imagine all those furries shunting.
I'm the costumes, because honestly, that would be kind of funny to just set up all the costumes just molded together. Like,
I'm just sitting there thinking about them all dancing in costume to this freaking European dance club, dancing to that version of Scotty Doesn't Know.
Scotty does. Oh my god, yeah. But it was a fucking solid turnout. They completely sold out Saturday, online tickets and everything like that, which is kind of weird because there are some people complaining. They're like, oh, they're sold out. They're not letting any more people in the venue, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, dude, because it's probably at fucking fire code capacity. They know what they sold. They're like, yeah, but it's not like people here all day long. I'm like, right. But I can tell you, as working a booth, it was awesome because the crowd was just consistently steady. There was no lulls of like, oh my god, it's asshole to fucking elbow and nobody can fucking move. We've all been there, dude. Right?
Oh yeah,
100%. Those moments suck, dude. Anybody that deals with them, they know they suck, dude. So the fact that we didn't have that, I thought it was fucking awesome, man. We made, I'll say, dude, we made over $500 for our raffle, which we donated to the Gallup Island Children's Hospital, which we always fucking do. I'm going to give big shout outs to my boys, AJ and Mike. They were the head of this operation this time, and they put in a hell of a lot of time and work, and it was a solid fucking event. They just did another event just this weekend, and then they got another one planned this up. They're fucking busy. I can't join all of them, but unfortunately, being in the con setting, if you can't already a little tell, I'm getting over a fucking cold because that shit fucking hit me like a fucking pile of bricks.
You had the con crud.
You sounded like it too.
Oh, God,
it was bad. Like, it was bad. I mean, I was already kind of a little sniffly going in because the kiddo and the wife had something beforehand. And then whatever I brought home just fucking exacerbated it. And then everybody got sick again. It's like, yeah. Fuck y'all. But no, man, it was a solid fucking con. Met the dude who drew the OG dragon for Mortal Kombat, dude. He came up with the OG fucking symbol.
Really?
He was there.
Yeah,
dude.
Oh,
Cool old skinny dude. Cool as fuck, man. He had his whole little like thing was just like an electric or oh my god, what do you want to call it? It was like a rotating LED sign on his fucking lapel and shit like that. So like that was cool. Neat. But the dude was he had marquees, like paper marquees, but then he had legit vinyl marquees for MK. Those were like $60. I was like, I kind of want one, but I'm like, but it's too big. It won't fit my MK2 one.
Oh,
like,
so it was for a full size one.
Yeah. So my buddy Mike, who was there with the GB shit, he has a legit OG full size fucking MK1 cabinet at home, and he's already had Daniel Pacina, who was Johnny Cage for people who don't know in the first game. He already signed it, so he brought this shit to the con, right? This dude was so happy to see it that when like Mike was getting a shot with him, he asked me, he's like, would you mind taking a picture on my phone? I'm like, absolutely, brother. He's like, I haven't seen one like this condition in 30 years. It is, dude. Like, besides a little burning on the back from the bulb, which obviously is natural after all this time, his fucking thing is pristine, dude. So that dude is cool as shit. You could bring anything to him, and he'll do a on the spot hand drawn dragon circle for $30 on anything you want.
That's
sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, I should have brought like a blank hat or something had I had known, but no, man, there was a solid bunch of vendors. I'm also going to shout out one that I spent all my money at. It's one that Bob also knows of because also goes down to Jersey. But Dead End Threads, who I'm currently wearing right now, I'm not going to say how much I spent at his booth, but I spent a lot. And that's all
I know how much you spent at his booth because I've spent that much at his booth.
Yeah. Well, that's because I went there the first day. I was like, oh, I'll get my daughter and my wife and me a shirt. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get me this extra shirt because I'm here. And then I go home and the wife's like, well, I want that shirt too. All right. So I go back and get her this shirt as well. And I'm like, oh shit, you got mystery boxes? He's like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, I see you only have one XXX left. And he's like, yes, I do. I'm like, well, I guess I'm taking this as well. It's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I can't come back here, dude. I'm just gonna be fucking wadded out. Like,
he's gonna see you and he's gonna go like this.
Yeah. Like, hey, there's my buddy. Like, fucking, you know it, brother. No, dude has a fucking dope booth. Check out his shit. Dead End Threads, man. Super. Dude, his t-shirts are fucking like super, like they're kind of thick, but super soft and comfy, dude. I fucking love them, man. Like, oh. You know what, Gene? Maybe. Wait, are you talking about the MK guy? Because that would awesome.
I was gonna say
you get the dragon symbol right on your tip and just dump.
Wait, how long of a name does the guy have? Because that could be a.
I don't think it was super long.
Because that could be a deciding factor right there.
Right? No, he was just cool as shit, man. And then they had a lot of people there. They had like what was it? Like not Diablo, or was it Diablo? Baldur's Gate. There was a Baldur's Gate reunion. So there was like 7 or 8 voice actors for Baldur's Gate that people were like fucking going hand for. They had a couple dudes from fucking Red Dead Redemption, which was cool. Like actual Arthur was there and shit like that. Who else? They had the guy, they had a couple of random guys that I was just like, cool. I could see why you'd bring him in. But it was like the guy who played Nemesis in Resident Evil Apocalypse. And let me just say, that motherfucker is jacked. Holy shit, dude.
Sure.
He's a big boy. Like he's standing Bob height, maybe taller. Gene? Not on me, dude. It would just be MK and then maybe MK2. All right. But to wrap this shit up, obviously, I got sick. I fucking chilled last week. I wasn't able to join. Not gonna lie, I don't know what it is, dude, but the closer I get to Halloween, the more in the spirit I get. I know some people are the opposite, where they kind of tank themselves out a little too early. But dude, I went to fucking Depot this weekend. Them bitches already put shit on 30% off, up to 50% off. So your boy went in looking for a $12 fucking light and left with $240 of shit. Like, fuck me, dude. But I got the okay from the wife, so I knew I wasn't going to get in trouble, and that's all that matters. So yeah, now I got a fucking even more shit in my graveyard. So now I'm already planning next year of how I need to set it up in my yard to expand it more.
Absolutely.
That being said, done talking about myself. I'm ready to do what we came here to do today, and that is talk this fucking movie. Bob, don't sigh. We're gonna have a fun time talking about it, and you know it.
I'm not sighing. I'm ready.
It's not like you have to watch it again. We just gotta discuss it. But that is 1994's Cemetery Man, once again, also known as Dellamorte, Dellamore. So, this was my pick.
That was your pick.
And for anybody that might feel a little surprised by that or not, I don't know. I've never seen this film, so I apologize. I'm going to say that right from the fucking get-go. If you watch this on my account because we were watching it today, my bad. That being said, though, I took out on a whim from other people's suggestions, and
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss for me. Not my bag. But I feel like I've been talking enough. So, Bobby, do you want to do plot rundown?
Sure. I sure will. Released March 25th, 1994. Rupert Everett stars as Francisco Dellamorte, a cemetery watchman whose job is to slaughter the living dead when they rise hungry from their graves. But following a tragic tryst with a lusty young widow, Dellamorte begins to ponder the mysteries of existence. Is there a long-term satisfaction in blasting the skulls of the returners? Yes, just not here. Will his imbecile? I don't know why I'm like ready to say
Imbecile.
Impeccable.
Imbecile assistant who find happiness with the partial girl corpse of his dreams? And if death is the ultimate act of love, can a psychotic killing spree send Dellamorte to the brink of enlightenment? Directed by Michel Sauvé, The Church, The Sect. Written by Gianni Romolo. Oh my God, I'm horrible.
You're the Italian.
I can't.
I'm trying to save you. I didn't even give you the
Romoli.
I don't think he's
Romoli.
Italian. I don't think he's lying. I think he's lying. He's not Italian.
No, I am. I just can't
He just
pronounce
likes
shit.
Italian.
He just likes
Romoli, The Sect, Trauma. Produced by Heinz Bibu, The Never-Ending Story 3. The
I know,
Adventures
I've heard of Heinz
Pinocchio.
mustard and Heinz ketchup. I've never heard of Heinz Bibu. What the
Neither
fuck
have
is
I. I
Yeah.
don't want to know what's in that sauce. Hilde Corsi, The Ignorant Fairies, Disengagement, and Michelle Sauvé. I can't pronounce shit.
He hasn't
Chad,
done shit.
Am I taking the?
If
Yeah,
you want to take it, if not,
yeah.
I can take it, sir.
I'll take it. Rupert Everett, starring Rupert Everett, My Best Friend's Wedding. Shrek the Third as Francesco Dellamorte.
Who the fuck was he in Shrek the Third?
He was Prince Charming.
oh,
What? So he was in the second one then too. Then
Was he in the second one?
yeah, that's where
I'm-
Prince Charming came in, isn't it?
he
Okay.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to throw my random Shrek knowledge out.
It's needed.
Shrek is one of the
Continue.
most biggest masterpieces of the. No.
Also starring Francois Haji Lazaro, City of Lost Children, Brotherhood of the Wolf as Nagi, Anna Fauci, Piper, the tracker as she, because she plays 3 different fucking people.
Doppelganger.
Mickey Knox, Ghoulies 2, Frankenstein Unbound as Marshall Straniero, Anton Alexander, Exodus, Gods and Kings, The First Omen as Franco, Fabiana Formica, Vola Vola, King Saud as Valentina Scanarati, Clive Reish Casanova, Those About to Die as Dr. Versezzi, Stefano Maschiarelli, The Little Apocalypse, Donna Detective as Mayor Scanarati, and Alessandro Zamadio, The Fly, Two Fly, sorry, not The Fly, Another World as Claudio. Body count, too many to count, actually.
We had a lot.
Yeah.
We had a lot.
Like,
Yeah, I
don't
guess
know
it
how
all
many-
depends on if you want to go versus Redead or just first time around too. Because even first time around, man,
Oh, the first time around, it's well into the double digits because that fucking
the bus.
the busload
Yeah.
alone.
Oh,
yeah, you don't know how many people were on that fucking thing, dude. You can just take a guess, I guess.
Yeah,
All
like,
right.
you have to sit there and count all those damn coffins at the cemetery scene.
That's too much.
That is
Dude,
too
the
much.
best part of that scene is with the song, like the little boys are singing. They're like, "Oh, I didn't go on
Yeah.
that trip."
was
Blah,
so
blah, blah.
funny.
I'm like, "What the
That
fuck are we
was so
talking?"
fucking funny. And then Dellamorte and who was it, the mayor or something, are standing there just joking the whole time about it.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking, this movie is cracked. Music by Ricardo Biseo, Hidden Assassin and Tale of the Mummy, Manuel de Sica, The Icicle Thief, and Undead Men. Cinematography by Mauro Marchetti, The Invisible Wall, Things from Another World. Edited by Franco Fraticelli. I apologize if I butchered that. Inferno and Demons, great movie. Effects
of them,
and
actually.
makeup. Fuck yeah. Actually, have I watched Inferno? We watched Inferno, didn't we?
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
watch
it
it.
was, it was the Three Mothers trilogy. It was the middle one, the one we liked.
Yes.
What was the third
Yes.
one? I thought we liked the third one too, didn't we?
The third
The
one was
third
alright. That
one-
was Mother of Tears. That was the one where they yeeted the baby off the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the first scene.
What was the second one? Now I would have to go back and look. I'm sure I
I just remember the second one. We thought like the witch was really hot.
Yes, I do
Yes.
remember that. And I just think it was like, wasn't it like a more cohesive story? There was some reason we liked it way better.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It wasn't as boring as Suspiria. That's why.
Oh,
exactly.
oh yes. Was that the one where it jumped to America and back, or was that the third one? I might be getting them confused, and I apologize.
I think
You're
it's that one. I think it's that one.
Okay, because that's the one where they have like a couple different churches or something like that, and they got to hit like
think.
different points. Yeah, okay. It's been a minute. Apologize. Effects and makeup by Sergio Stivoletti, Demons 2 and Opera, distributed by Dark October Films, runtime of 103 minutes, rating R, budget 4 million, and grossed, wow, 254,000.
It did not do well at all.
That is
It
bad.
did not do well. And you know what? A lot of that budget probably went to effects, dude, because there was some solid effects in this movie, but not enough to hold the movie together.
No. So let's discuss.
All right. So, like I said before, this was my personal first watch. Chad, you said you have seen this before, but it's been a long time.
Oh, it's been like at least 20 years since I've seen this.
All right. I would say that is a good, solid amount of time. And Bob, where were you sitting for this one, bud?
I'm sitting on, I saw the scene that we all know we saw, and that's it. And if you don't know what I mean, you know what I mean.
All right. But so this is your first time, though?
Yeah, first time full watch.
Word. Fully.
Oh,
First time.
Gene said he grabbed it at a HorrorCon before we were all cool. Gene, I probably got it at that same damn convention.
Gene,
we were both there.
I was never cool. So I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I never claimed to be.
Nope, never. That being said, all right. So, like I said, the reason I picked this movie it was brought up to me a bunch, and say what you want, but it was pitched as if you enjoy Evil Dead stuff, you'll love this movie. And while I do love Evil Dead stuff, absolutely. I feel like we need to hit the head on what kind of Evil Dead stuff we are talking about when we are selling a movie. Right.
Yes.
Now, I will give you credit where credit is due. I'll give you some Evil Dead scenes. Obviously, the head leaping out by its own power out of a TV thing, and the shot in the mouth, very Sam Raimi-esque. There's a couple good angles and shit too. Kind of feels almost a little Peter Jackson-y, if I might say, from last week's movie. Sad I wasn't here to fucking discuss. Very wet.
Very squelchy.
Very, yes, just squishy all fucking day, dude. It was just giant saggy rat titties at the end. I hope you boys talked about that more than in 5 minutes, dude. Because like, all right, good.
It was brought up.
Fuck yeah, that's all that matters. But no, man, this movie is completely off the fucking rails. And it doesn't just go off the rails. It starts off the rails, right? But into an area where I feel like most of us are like, okay, this is a weird world. It's a weird setup. We already have zombies, so we know zombies exist. And they accepted that they exist because the dude literally has a job involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But from there on out, nothing matters. I don't fucking know. What happens in this movie?
Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, nothing makes sense. It's a series of scenes that are barely connected, but don't form a cohesive story at all.
No,
I cannot figure out okay, obviously we get the whole. Let's jump back and forth, right? This is going to happen with this movie, but we get in the intro, we get him looking in the snow globe. That's how the movie ends. They're in the snow globe. Oh my god, right? So like, are they already dead? Are they in limbo? What is this? Is this like a metaphor for something? What are we doing?
Okay, so here's the weird thing. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I can't remember. Yes, it is after the girl dies, and he's waiting. He's down there waiting for her to, come back to life so he can shoot her, right?
Which she obviously didn't die. We know that.
Yes.
We find that out later.
But did you notice one key thing there? He's sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden the screen gets all wavy like it's a dream sequence. So is the whole movie a big-ass fucking dream sequence?
I'm not gonna.
Because go back and watch it. It has like the Wayne's World.
No, it does.
It does. And like but there's no explanation for that whatsoever.
Now,
and then from there on, that the movie gets so completely ass bonkers.
If you change the editing of audio and you just add a fart there, it's just her waking up from being unconscious and letting one rip, and the fucking curtains that she's wearing is just fluttering in his face. Now, let's talk about. All right, so we get in Fulci. What the hell's her last, or what's her first name? Anna Fulci.
Anna.
Gorgeous woman. We see her 3 times
Yes.
in this movie, right?
As 3 different people.
As 3 different people. Nothing to correlate, nothing. We're just accepting the fact that now that makes me question also the reality of this movie.
Scoob sent us a voice message and it says play this.
Right now?
I guess.
Oh boy.
It's 29 seconds long. So
all right, hold on. We apologize if this should not be played on air.
He said play this, so I'm guessing.
All right, let's see what we got. Hold on.
Part of the movie you guys are. I don't know what part of the movie you guys are on or what you are talking about right now, but this movie was so bad. It had no plot. It had no substance. I was so confused the entire movie. I had no idea what was going on. Even at the end of the movie, I had no idea. And therefore, my score for this movie is a 1. I give it a 1. I made it all the way to the end, but I did not understand what the heck I was watching.
He's listening to fucking Ice Ice Baby in the background, bro. Like,
yeah.
He is fucking partying it up there.
Yes,
all right. Well, thank you for that message, Scoobs. He sounds like he is having a fantastic time, I gotta say.
You know, he could at least give it a 2, you know, because 2.
A bump. Or do we go 4? Because we saw him twice. But no, so like, all right. Let's just say this movie was a fucking fever dream in itself, right? What is there something to do with the representation of the same actress playing 3 different women, where this dude is just continually attracted to her, which is fine. I get that. She's gorgeous. But like, what are we doing here? Like, I know that's happened in Italian movies before that we have watched. I don't know if it's just something per of the genre that they accept and we just don't, I guess, get. But
or,
I don't know.
Hey, you're here and we don't want to hire someone else. Like that's it's the only other answer that's possible. Unless
No, I'm sure there is a reason. I could not find a reason for it in my behind the scenes. But like I said, it all seems like it's almost like a dream because of that. So that could
and not only that, but like at the end, Nagi fucking talks.
Yeah.
Right? So like, is it a dream? Did he like somehow like it was that Looney Tunes thing where he hits his head and now he could speak old school fucking English like he's never has before or something? Like I don't know, man. This movie is just completely off the walls. But at least the scenes that are fucked up are still kind of mildly funny. Case in point, nuns and fucking Boy Scout zombies, dude. Like,
oh my god.
Dude, I've watched this movie a few times. I never noticed before the one fucking Boy Scout zombie walking in with the fucking rubbing the stick like he's trying to make fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm like, God, I laughed so fucking hard when I saw that. It just
not even that, but the mayor's like, dude, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that we didn't get some cool like gore scenes because like the mayor's daughter head getting run over fucking twice by the bus.
That was
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Especially for like a happy-go-lucky scene right beforehand of just like, ha ha ha, biking through the mountains covered in puke, and then just whack.
But still, the best scene my favorite scene after that though was just the funeral where they're just making fun of everybody, especially Dellamorte and the
Christ,
not the mayor, it was like the detective or whatever it was.
Yeah,
something making fun of this whole thing.
Dude, this mayor is like got to take the shittiest mayor for like any fucking movie, dude. Like, we all know the Jaws mayor is pretty fucking shitty.
Still the worst.
You think Jaws mayor is still the worst?
Jaws mayor is still the worst.
Really? I mean, he does get people killed.
Yeah, but this mayor doesn't even cry at
his
daughter's
like,
funeral. He's
yeah, I was
like,
gonna say this dude's
my
like
voters, my
like,
voters.
Like, yo, we need to utilize my daughter's dead image to help my fucking voting campaign.
Yeah, he makes them.
What in the fuck, bro?
Makes them dig up her corpse so he could take pictures of her dead body to influence fucking voters.
He also was just still very nonchalant. What are you doing in the TV set, honey?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, well, see, that's the whole thing, man. It's like everybody acts so weird in this movie, right? Especially even to the zombies, but we gotta let it be known. They all know about the zombies, right? Like the mayor already knows about the zombies. That's literally why they were having that whole fucking luncheon, is because Dellamorte was trying to fucking tell him about it because the whole bullshit paperwork scene beforehand. And yeah, so it's like, okay, we get it. Everybody has accepted this fact, but I don't know, man. It's still weird. And maybe that's just Italian zombies, dude. I don't fucking know.
Even as we're talking about it, I'm still trying to think. Even though Scoop said, "What is the plot?" Because there isn't one.
So I looked this up, by the way. When he gets to the girl the third time and finds out she's, excuse me, she's a prostitute.
Oh yeah, dude. And then they fucking burns
And
their house down,
and the price keeps going up. She's like, "Oh, it's 100,000 lire. Oh, it's 100," and then finally comes, "Oh, it's 250,000 lire." I looked
how
up
much?
$112.
Still not worth it.
He killed her for $112.
Yo, man, to be fair, she straight up bamboozled him, dude. And it's like, no, dude, that doesn't fucking work.
No, does not work that way.
I'm not saying it's right to, like, off him by any means, but given the tone of the story, I laughed pretty hard at that fucking scene when he goes back into his car.
And he's like, "Nope, I'm just gonna kill you all."
I know. I see him put the heater on the bed, and I'm like, good for you.
At the same time, and even more fucked up, I think I laughed the hardest in the hospital massacre scene, because whatever it was about that whole scene was just fucking hilarious, dude. Just whatever he said to each person before he shot him. Like, I think he told the nun just to shut up. And then the doctor came in. He's like, "Oh, she's praying on the floor." What? Okay. Just shoots him. I don't even know what he fucking says to the third lady. He just fucking offed her real quick.
And the detective in this movie is like the worst fucking detective.
Dude, he's terrible.
Like, she died. When she dies, he's like, "Oh, well, she died after having sex. Oh, we know it's not you because you're impotent." And then he's like, "Oh, we know it's not you because Franco already confessed to it, even though he had nothing to do with it."
Oh, do you have a wait? He goes, "Do you have a gun?" Yeah. Oh, you're protected then.
Oh, you can defend yourself. Go right ahead.
Wait. What?
Which, I guess that's something to say about the story of this dude is like, Dellamorte is, it doesn't matter what he tries to do. He's not acknowledged for it by any means or anything like that. Right. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. But at the same time, he's also a fucking whiny little emo bitch. So it's kind of like,
I guess it fits.
Which also, I'm going to totally say my own stupidity in this moment. But it was while we were watching it and discussing with my wife. I was confusing the words impotent and sterile in my head for whatever fucking reason. So I'm just like, who gives a shit if he's fucking impotent if he can't fucking shoot a wad? You can still get it up. And Chad's like, no, that's like, you can't get it up. I'm like, oh. But then that doesn't even make sense, because when you get to the doctor, to which I'm almost surprised we did not have hanging dong in this film, because they literally had the perfect shot for hanging dong. But the doctor's like, "Oh, you do have one." And then he makes like a really wide eye look. So does that mean that they also thought he was like a eunuch? What the like? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, because that is one of the scenes I fell asleep.
Fair enough. I fell through
that part.
So yeah, I told you, homies, I passed out, and I thought there was 20 minutes left. No, I passed out. There was an hour left. When I went go back to watch, I was like, "Fuck me, dude! I got way more to watch."
Bro, when I got to the 20-minute mark, I fucking thought I had 20 minutes left.
Yeah,
no,
not even close.
I'm like, fuck, God damn it.
Now I feel like if we back and watched it, like if we had to, it would be a better assessment of time of like how this shit would actually go down. It's like, okay, well, we haven't even gotten to this scene yet, so clearly we know where we're at. But no, man, I don't know this.
Well, also,
it just ultimately was not my. Oh, go ahead, Bob. Sorry, go ahead.
No, with that whole prostitute scene, him like looking all concerned. I don't know if it's going to work on my medication. I don't know what medication they gave him. Like, and then you hear it go, "You came 3 times." I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that medication is helping him.
That was the best, because
it was twice the faked one.
Just fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute.
Because like I feel like if you actually admitted that to your woman, there'd probably be a little upsetness. But obviously they're not like couples, so whatever. But
there was that little distaste in her face for like 2 seconds.
I mean, she seemed pretty pleased, leaning back and all sweaty there. I could be wrong.
Could have been a show. Who knows?
But yeah, but what the hell did the doctor give him to make him quote unquote impotent.
I don't know, but that was a big syringe and that hurt.
Dude, that was like a horse syringe. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Did he go straight up the dick hole with that bitch? You're like, what the fuck?
Oh, that hurts.
Hey, that's still better than the fucking shears he had in his hand like 2 seconds before that. This is the Brody. Or Gene says this is the stream Brody and I would go to blows. Hey man, you know what, Gene? There's a lot of guys in your camp, and unfortunately, we're in the other camp. I think this lot. And Chad said, and even Chad said he liked it when he saw it 20 fucking years ago, right? Like, so
yeah, it does not hold up well at all.
No.
Now,
I'll make sure to mention that.
In comparison to, let's say, like last week's movie, right, where we got still a lot of wet squelchiness, weird camera angles, funny scenes. That was still more of a well put together movie that had a point A to a point B line of story. This shit is like,
it doesn't.
This shit reminds me of like the Animatrix or something, where there's like 12 episodes that are all supposed to be all dealing with the same kind of shit, but it's not.
Kinda.
And you're just like, bro, I got like 4 different storylines going in this motherfucker, dude. What are we doing here?
Like you said, last week's movie, he was trying to keep them in the basement. He's trying to deal with the undead. We don't know what they are. Like, he's trying to deal with this. Here, it's like he's trying to deal with this. He's horny. He's in love. We don't know. Like, they're like, I said it to you before, John. I said the only part of this movie that makes sense is he's horny all the time. Other than that,
very horny.
Other than that, not much else really adds up.
And for this being an Italian zombie movie, there really wasn't that much gore.
No,
not as much as there could be. We did not get any eye gouging scenes whatsoever, bro.
No,
and that's a little upsetting when you think about it, because I feel like that's an expectation at this point.
The most
I think maybe that's why Brody has such a low score for it.
Maybe.
The most graphic scene was the head run over, and that wasn't like a zombie kill. It wasn't like a massacre.
Right. I mean, we got
kill.
we got some biting and stuff, but nothing like over the top, like eating, like ripping out.
No.
You know,
You guys you guys mentioned the head flying out of the TV, but you forgot to mention the scene, a couple scenes prior, where the head is just walking along the fucking ground behind Nagi.
Bro, what the fuck was that? How's it doing? Dude, does it just like sport little fucking legs out of its neck? And it's like,
that is like straight out of The Thing, but it just did not hit.
It was just funny. It was just all the fucking is. It's stupid and funny, man. But no, I don't know, man. I like Nagi. He's a cool character. Like, that's definitely like kind of like an archetype kind of a character, right? Like this whole setup, like tall, skinny guy, and like short, dumb, fat little dude. Like,
it's like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
100%. Skinny says caca movie. You are 100% right. But no, and this is another thing I gotta bring up, and I was laughing. So he meets, what do we want to call her? Just her?
She.
So we meet Anna Falchi for the first time, right? And she's like, I don't want anything to do with you. And he's like, oh, yo, well, we got I can't remember what he calls it, but he's like, we got this cool crypt down here. And she's like,
ossuary.
Thank you, Chad. And she's like, oh, excuse me, let me turn this bean on and let's go fucking take a look. And like, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but like a lot of women walking into a horror con, for some reason, it was a fucking huge turn on for her. And this chick was just like, Bob's like, don't want to go there. This chick was definitely getting a little bit frothy, bro, looking at some of these skulls and bones, man. And she was thinking about some other bone for sure.
That she was.
Which it just makes me go, okay, so what's your past like? I need to know what got you into this.
Clearly fucking her almost dead husband, who was the best lover she ever had, according to him or her or whatever. But now this leads to the next scene, and and I laughed my ass off because we got a pretty solid Skinamax scene, dude, of banging on the fucking banging on the ex-husband's grave. And this is where I turned to my wife and I was like, listen, I know in life that, you know, sometimes things happen and life goes on. I go, all I'm just gonna say is if I ever go, I'm like, I obviously still want you to be happy. just do me the respect and honor of not fucking on my grave, which is fantastic. I was like, I don't know what about this scene just is like, it's cool, but it's also like, Jesus Christ, dude. That's your dead husband.
But she's even like, oh, he wouldn't mind. He'd like to see this. He'd like to know.
Which is
I'm
like, so he
gone."
was a cuck too? Like, what the fuck, bro?
She also said, I tell him everything, so why not? It's like, what?
Steve, we didn't get to that yet, and I actually have some debate on that potentially. So I don't know if that's going to put me in a realm or not, but.
Which, by the way, that's when I said that's the scene that I'm sure everybody knows. Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, that was the scene that I saw. I didn't see anything else about this movie, and I'm like, I still don't understand how this works in the movie, but okay.
So you're like, yeah, dude, he's eating out, get a little bit of man ass, and he's just straight up fucking spread eagle on the goddamn.
And then I see the zombie come up and it cut there, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
Hey, you know what? At least they filmed that on a studio, not in a real graveyard, right? Like that's no.
I was gonna
Wait,
say,
they did film it in the real graveyard? No, not the set.
God.
I read that was one where they did on a soundstage, but the actual like a lot of it was filmed in a real.
That might have been then.
But there was some things that they were just like, well, we can't do this, which, hey, you know what? Whatever.
By the way, fun fact about the guy that plays Dellamorte.
Yes.
The dude's gay. Like, he is very openly gay.
Oh, okay.
You know what, man?
But
So is Neil Patrick Harris, and he plays a fucking ladies' man. So
I've always thought that. I've always, after I found that out, I'm like, man, after, with her, how could, I just don't get it. But that's not for me to get, I guess. So.
He didn't have to wear tape during that scene. He was good. He was like, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm gay. Don't worry.
Maybe that's what he just said.
Whoa.
But anyways, let's talk about Nagi, because Scoobs wanted to ask about that. And so Nagi, if you haven't watched this, he's obviously a simpleton. I would say he's probably got the mental state of maybe a 10-year-old at best, maybe 5,
maybe 12 at tops.
I wouldn't even say 12.
No, that feels a little. He feels like little kid age.
Yeah.
So obviously he's not all there. Dude's got some hindrances. So we get to the scene. The mayor's daughter's there, and she's clearly like 14 or 15, something like that.
Yeah.
And Nagi's all about it. I don't think he's all about it in like the most disgusting pervy way, though.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. To me, it just seems more of it felt like cartoon style infatuation, and that's why he got like sick and shit like that.
Yeah, he barks all over.
Right, which does, I think, support your point for that, for sure.
He's the story brother?
The hell does that mean?
Nagi's story? What? I'm confused. But anyways, like I said, I'm not saying it doesn't tiptoe into some weird fucking realms. Clearly it does. But like I said, I feel like the dude's a Lenny. He doesn't really know what the fuck's going on half the time. You know what I mean? He says one fucking word. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about it. He's pretty much the dude from, oh my God. I can't even think about it. The NARP and YARP dude. Hot Fuzz. He's like the big fucking oaf from that shit, dude. You know what I mean? It's just he's there for like some muscle. That's it. Clearly, he's still infatuated with this girl, though, even though after her head gets crushed, I don't know who the dudes that work at the funeral home, but they did an excellent fucking job with 3 stitches, bringing her head back because that shit was obliterated by that bus.
Now that you say that, I swear to God, I didn't even think about it.
I did the whole time. I'm like, how the fuck did they reconstruct that face, dude? No way.
And why a glass coffin?
The glass coffin thing, I was thinking because it's
his dog.
The mayor's obviously up his own ass and shit like that too, right? And like they already said, like this girl was already betrothed and all this other shit. So I feel like these motherfuckers looked at their daughter like as an actual princess. So I took it as like the Snow White kind of thing. Could be wrong. Don't know. That's where I was going with it. But I can understand why you're just like, why? What? Like, I'm sorry. If I got a glass coffin, I'm going to be mooning everybody as I'm going into the fucking dirt. I'm going to have breast ham with my face like this as I fucking go down, kiss the dirt. But yeah, so Nagi, you know, he digs her up, breaks right through her fucking glass coffin, rips her fucking head off. Like, he doesn't even try to get the rest of her out. And he's content with that, dude. He's just like,
she seemed pretty happy too.
She was.
Because you know what? Nagi liked her for her, not her body. That's what it was.
It's true.
Where her dude, which, by the way, was possibly the coolest looking fucking zombie in this movie.
Oh, yeah. With the helmet. And
yeah,
everything.
dude. He fucking was awesome. He looked like some badass dirt biking zombie, dude. And what the fuck was that thing in his eye? It was like all green and shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Was it a clock? I don't know. It looked like a gauge or like a digital gauge or something like that.
Not only that, his bike was cool. It had like the armor on it after his death. It looks so fucking cool.
Right, dude? And his head was all fucking split open. But then they also had like, I liked how these zombies had like branches and shit like growing into him already.
Well, I think he had it looked like a pole in him.
Oh, was it?
I mean, he had
I
like
think
hoses and stuff stuck in his hands too.
Yeah, I think that was like a pole in him there. I don't
Oh,
think
maybe
it was
I'm confusing the old man and
Yeah.
her when she comes back, because they kind of have like that leafy green, almost like swamp thing vibe kind of going on a little bit.
Excuse me.
Now, is that the reason why they come back? Is the ground itself tainted and gets into them, and that's what brings it back? Because
Yes,
they kept saying, they were like, we don't know what brings it back. Is it a bite?
It's in my notes. It's whatever those vines are that grows down there. I'll get into it when we get there.
So does that also lead from those, I don't know, orbs? I don't know what you want to call them. Those little like fucking blue things that were like.
I have an explanation for those too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming it's all like somehow fits together. Maybe
They're really not connected to anything. They're basically just swamp gas. Is for a better, lack of a better. We'll get there.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, man. So you know, Nagi has his little girlfriend and his broken TV, which obviously Dellamorte shot during the zombie scene while he was eating spaghetti.
Which that scene was absolutely hilarious because Nagi was not getting up to help him at all.
Nope.
Did Nagi actually? Was he just ignoring him, or
I
could
thought
he
he had
really not
headphones
hear
in.
him? He did not.
Well,
he did have headphones on.
He was ignoring him because he was clearly fighting the zombie right in front of him.
Yeah.
At least he was like almost over him at one point. You feel like you would feel the presence of somebody just fucking knocking her. But man,
But I
he was
love
deep
that-
in that spaghettis and fucking bananas, bro. So yeah.
But after he shoots the
That's
TV,
almost like the fucking spaghetti and chocolate sauce on Elf.
Oh. But I like
I
how he
always
shoots the
secretly wanted
TV,
to try that.
and then and Dellamorte's just like, "It's okay. All right, come outside. Get ready to meet me outside in a few minutes. Yeah, let's go. Time's up."
Dude, he fucking wadded that TV, but at the same time, like, you know, I was wondering if he did it on purpose or if it was just because like whatever popped up was like, like spooked him. Because it just seemed like I would say it almost could seem like on purpose because he was like just ignore him so much. He's like, God damn it, just fucking blow it out. But honestly, when we get back to Nagi and he's sitting there and she's singing, I think, and he's got like that disco ball.
And he's wearing that whatever that fucking thing was he was playing.
I think it was just like a homemade fiddle.
Something like that.
Yeah, he was playing it.
But like, I don't know why, but my first instinct of her in the TV, I was just like, oh, bro, she became zombie. I was like, she's literally fucking zombie, bro. Mecca like a high.
Oh god, no. It's more. Oh god, no. I can think it was the fucking zombie when Brian from Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
Mecca like a high, Mecca honey. God, I hate you so much right now.
But no, then I mean, dude, the lunge out of that TV was possibly the funniest thing that I laughed at this movie. It was absolutely ridiculous.
It was very cheesy.
Yeah. This movie is just so
Evil Dead moment.
Right. I'll give you that 100%. Like I said, a couple of shots were cool too. We got the phone book shot, which why does he only read phone books? I kind of want to know. Is he also that stupid, or is he just that much emo, or he's like, that's the only thing I want to know.
No, he said it. He keeps them so he could go back and cross out all the people whose names are in there.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Okay.
stupid because they send you a new phone book every year, and the dead people are taken out. So and then he freaks out when
classic
Maggie,
edition, bro. What are you
those are the
doing?
classics.
Fucking A. I don't know. I feel like this dude should have been on more drugs or something in this movie for this movie to be like the way it was.
I think we
But-
should have been on more drugs watching it.
Fair. I will say, also cool moment, and I know our man Gene brought it up before, but there is a really cool fucking version of death in this. At least I thought it was.
I 100% agree with that.
Clearly a puppet, but still looks really cool. I even like the second time he comes where it's more just the statue, but clearly it's still in Dellamore's head fucking going down.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I liked it because that's where at least we started getting the tweak of him. They were just like, yo, man, if you're done dealing with these zombies coming back, why don't you just take care of it in the first place? He's like, you know what? That's not a bad fucking idea. Just let me go on a massacre and start fucking off at people. All right.
Is
I
it
don't know.
after that point when they're in the car and they're leaving? I still didn't think the movie was actually over yet. I'm like, please, I don't want to.
Oh, like when they're finally leaving the town?
Yeah, I like didn't want to look at the time to find out if I had another like 40 minutes. I would have been like, fuck me.
Now I see. Now I
Like,
have
no.
we've seen stuff before, kind of in the same vein of like, you know, you go to a certain point and you realize you can't escape because you're. I wish we had a little more of that though. Like if he tried one direction and then fully went back to the other and realized the whole town in itself is just. I mean, he comes to that realization away, but you know what I mean? I wish we just saw a grander version of that.
I
You just know the town in itself is its own weird little, like, I don't know, fantasy
Screwed.
fucking cesspool. Yeah, whatever. Maybe it's just limbo in itself, dude. It's fucking lost. It's just a different island. That's honestly, that's where I thought it was going with it. I thought it was like, oh, he's going to be dead the whole fucking time, or you know what I mean? Or he was dying the whole time and finally woke up at the end and realized it was all bullshit. I don't fucking know.
That would have been better.
Man, I it's sad because I know there's a lot of people out there that love this fucking movie, man. I do.
You can't love everything everybody else does.
No, I know, but I don't know if it was, you know what I mean? Because I didn't really have any expectations going into this besides the whole like telling Evil Dead thing. I was like, all right, which people got to stop doing that shit, man. Do not compare a movie to another fucking movie if it is not, or at least be specific on how you are comparing it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, there's this one scene in particular. Gotcha. You know what I mean? I would say more Dead Alive is in the more veins of Evil Dead verse than anything. Fuck yeah, Brody's back. He had to put a 300 kilogram piece of glass with feet. Wow, damn.
That's a
that fucking working with glass, man. Gets fucking sketchy.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
That's no.
So is there anything else you boys would like to bring up about this film?
Nope. I've been waiting to hear Brody's take on this.
All right.
I so need to hear.
I have as well. Let me.
We heard Scoobs, so I'm so ready for Brody's.
What was Scoob's rating again? Oh yeah.
1.
And is this going to take the lowest score of the year this year? We'll see.
It might.
It might, but let's hear what the Broadster has to say.
All right, let's see what we got. There it is. Oh.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because Caney is cutting in. Snip, fucking snip. Howdy doody there, folks. It's DKB here, back for another episode of Gore More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Cemetery Man. Now, this is one that was on my list for many, many years. Finally got around to watching half of it probably about 2 years ago. Couldn't figure out why I turned it off until after watching it tonight. Yeah, fuck me. What the fuck was even this movie? Now, There is so much shit happening in this film that does not make fucking sense to me, and then I'm get that very bored with it. I'm just zoned out. I don't give two fucks to even want to know about what this film is about. They really should have stuck with the basic premise of zombies coming back to life in the cemetery and the romance thing. I get that. But then it just wanders off like in the fucking last 50 minutes of the film to something completely different. And it's like, where the fuck are we? What are we doing? Where are we going? And at times it tries to feel like a dark comedy. And I guess there are some things about it that I can see that are a little bit humorous for me personally. But it just didn't really hit the beats. I felt like it was just very weird in the way that it was like directed and presented to us as the audience. Yeah. And like I just mentioned earlier about the premise of the zombies coming back after 5 days or whatever it was, I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember if they gives an actual definition of why they come back, but I actually somewhat enjoyed that part of it. And if the rest of the movie just had stayed at that location of the cemetery, I actually probably would have enjoyed it a lot more, because there was a lot of shit happening at that cemetery and the location in itself. That could easily just been an hour and a half movie, hence the title of Cemetery Man. And there are a couple of things I do have to give this film credit for, and that's essentially, I'll start with the production design. I thought that was actually really fucking sick, like some of the interior design of like the skulls on the wall, and then you get like the coffin and then the door with the cross on it. I thought that was actually really cool for certain scenes, you know. They really knew how to capture the aesthetic of that really grungy, dark atmosphere of the cemetery. And then obviously with the cinematography, you know, the way that there's some shots represented in this film was actually looking really fucking fine on screen. I enjoyed some of that. The lighting was a little bit hit and miss, especially at night, just because how dark it was. But the way that the light in those night scenes, in certain scenes, really showcased and popped like a character, or just like the location of the spot of that scene where it was being shot or whatever it may be. So it wasn't all that bad, but there were certain things about the lighting that I had a bit of an issue with. And I really liked the Grim Reaper in this. I wanted more of that. Just give me fucking a lot more of that, coming back from the dead, helping out our main character, you know, talking a bit to him, explaining a little bit about the living in the dead. Well, that was actually really cool. And even the visual representation of the prop itself looked fucking sick. But yeah, I can't stress enough that there was a lot of shit happening in this film that was definitely a part of the what the fuck department. And it just didn't really make sense to me all that much, and really took me out of the film. I was extremely bored for the most part of the film. Yeah, I'm very sorry that I didn't really enjoy it as much as I probably should have, or whatever, but
not at all, sir. We all
Don't be sorry.
Sorry, gentlemen. But I'm going to have to give this a Goramore score of...
what we got?
I'll give it a 2, because the first half of the film was actually, you know, somewhat decent.
2 titties.
And production design was great, and some shots in the cinematography. So anyway, this is your DKB signing out, gentlemen. I hope you have a great evening, and I shall catch you mother lickers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you for that, Brody. Cheers.
All right, let me
Don't feel bad. Like,
no, by any means, dude, because like I said, I felt bad after watching this. I'm like, oh, boys are gonna fucking hate me for this one.
No.
But I forgot you said you have watched this before, so at least you had an idea what you were going into. At least for
I
you,
did.
Dad, Daddy. I'm assuming Scoob's. I'm going off his what he said. I'm assuming he's never also seen this until this watch either.
I'm getting that impression as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. We are not highbrow here at this show by any fucking means. So,
no.
But at the same time, I would argue that this movie's not highbrow by any fucking means. It's just not our fit, dude.
And I said I don't hate it, but I look at it and go, I don't understand where they were trying to go. And
you know what? You're right. I didn't hate watching this movie. I was just confused and trying to put it's like you bought a used puzzle from fucking Salvation Army and it's missing fucking 4 pieces out of the fucking 10.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I can kind of see the image, but I still feel like I'm missing some shit.
Well, and it's like even some of the pieces is like, I don't think that fits there, so you colored it to fit there. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, and once again, man, not shitting on anybody that actually likes this movie. If you like this movie, more power fucking to you, bro. Like, I wish I did. This would be a weird one to talk about to people. Now I can, right? Be like, oh, at least I watched it. Great taste.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Funny murder scenes, dude. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, I think Brody, like you said, it kind of hits to a dark comedy level, and I think it hits that a couple times. Maybe not the best stride, but it tries. And I don't know, Brody.
That ending made no sense at all to any of us.
Yeah,
Like, we almost got the same kind of ending in Krampus, but somehow with Krampus, it made more fucking sense. You know what I mean? Because like they were in a snow globe at the end of that shit too. But it makes sense with Krampus because I don't know, man. It just seemed like he like had them in their world and blah, blah.
Well, with Krampus, you could you kind of went two ways. Was it
right
they were in there the whole time? Are they now just on being watched? Like there was a couple ways you went about this. I'm like, what the fuck does it?
But maybe it's the same thing, What if, and this is some like weird meta fucking shit, I guess, but like that snow globe he had was literally them in the snow globe somehow.
I don't get it.
Like, I like when there's shit like that, but I feel like I just need a little bit more like interconnectivity to kind of make it coherent.
Yeah, them ending up in a snow globe at the end is just, there was like no build up to it. It didn't make any sense at all in the long run.
Yeah, no.
It's just like, can you take me home? Yeah. All right. That's all we got. That's what we got, folks. What up, Ron? Hope you're doing well, sir. Haven't seen you.
Hello. How are you?
Fuck yeah, bro. So that was a 2 from the Doppelganger Kangabanga. Thank you once again, Brody, for that review.
Yes.
I'm always intrigued to see Brody's review, especially on a movie like this where, you know what I mean? Like, we're all not sure. We have an idea where we sit because we'll talk about it pre-show, but we try not to like throw out too many good spots and shit there. But Brody sometimes can be a wild card with us. You know what I mean? Like sometimes he like a movie from a way different standpoint than we do. Other times, not so much, dude, right? This time we just all happen to be fucking on the same page. And fuck yeah, Ron. Nice, good chill. It's a great day to chill, dude. It's fucking gorgeous out.
Oh, yeah, dude. The weather's been really beautiful here the last few days, too.
Fuck yeah, man. That being said, I feel like we've discussed this movie more than I really wish we had Scoops here, man. I feel like Scoops would have went in some fucking deep ass rants here, dude. It would have been
God, his rant on this would have been fantastic.
Oh, it would have been some good debates. Because I would have just played devil's advocate just for the fuck of it at that fucking
And I would have sat back and just listened. But
no, and you know what? Sometimes you gotta do that, man, right? You just gotta fucking go to
like Bobby's 10-minute rant on the Friday the 13th remake.
Yeah, perfect.
That was great.
Or Bobby's non-rant about the opening scene from last week.
Dude,
funniest
the
thing.
hamster wheel. The hamster
really wish
a fucking break.
Really
Bro, like that dude was deep in a cheese sandwich, just staring out the window, looking at the sunset. And it's just like, hello, Bobby. Fuck. He ran to the wheel, but slipped on the cheese sandwich that he dropped right in front of him from the head.
And then he comes in with a completely different answering a completely different question.
Bro, I love you, Bob. I absolutely fucking love you 100%. That man was so I got tears in my eyes, bro. Tears in my eyes.
I got caught. The hamster wasn't there.
It happens to the best of us, Brad.
It does. But
all
anyway,
right.
let's hear what Chad Daddy has to offer. I'm curious to what's here behind the scenes.
Yeah, what we got behind them scenes, brother.
The ossuary, which is a crypt for bones that was used in the film, was quite real. Supposedly, one of the crew members removed some of the bones from the ossuary during filming, but quickly replaced them the next day, claiming to have encountered an angry ghost following the removal of the bones.
Wow, that's bold on many fronts, dude.
Look, I get it. Maybe like having I don't know, maybe I sound weird, but having a human skull, like I guess if you're that. But who thinks to go into the fucking crypt and take it?
Right?
Get it from a science lab, you jackass.
Yeah. So don't
Don't do
Don't
that.
disgrace grave sites and take shit, dude. Even if you don't believe that, just don't do that. That's just not.
Yeah,
cool.
you just don't desecrate that shit.
No, that's just
No.
wrong.
Like there's thousands of movies out there telling you why you shouldn't.
Fucking right, bro. Like
you
my paranoid ass would still be like, dude, I ain't doing that shit, man. That's gonna give you some bad fucking juju. Like, no,
I wouldn't even want to
fucking
walk
bro.
in there.
Right? Like, I would almost feel weird filming in there just because I'm like, I don't know if we should be doing this, man.
Yeah. Anyway.
When Francesco and she are kissing in the crypt with the shroud over their heads, the shot mimics the painting "The Lovers" by Rene Magritte. I have no idea what that is, but apparently,
Nice.
All right.
The sets for the cemetery in the film were built upon actual abandoned cemetery grounds in Italy.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, so that's a whole different thing that I.
Yeah, that's.
So they
took us.
built fake sets, but still on a real fucking cemetery plot. What the fuck?
Wow.
Did they not learn anything from like the production of Poltergeist?
Apparently not.
That shit, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway.
In the late 1990s, when Rupert Everett gained some popularity in America, he approached Michel Soavi about doing the American remake of Dellamorte Dellamore, but it never materialized.
I wonder if that would have made more sense for once. No, maybe not.
You know what? That's kind of one of those situations where, like, you know, I would argue that a lot of times American remakes bastardize the originals and shit like that. But every once in a while, there might be a better one. That could be one where it's like, there might actually be one exec that's like, yo, bro, not for nothing, but this shit makes no fucking sense. Can we have a little bit of filler shit here?
That would.
But I don't know if that would ruin it or not. I don't know. Maybe it'd make it better.
You never know.
I don't think it could ruin it, but
I don't think so either.
yeah, that would be weird. An Americanized version of this. Because, like, dude, it would obviously be tweaked. It's not like it would be a fucking shot for shot remake. Maybe, though. I don't know. That's what Psycho 98 was.
Gosh, I couldn't imagine that working though.
I don't know. I don't. You said it was later 90s too, right?
Yeah.
So that's even weirder because, like, that's a weird time for horror. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, there's a reason it didn't happen. So all right, what else you got, brother?
I'll have to check it out. So according to the director, the returners get their energy from the mandragola roots in the cemetery.
Mandragola.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm assuming this is some kind of specific tree that it's a magic tree.
Must be an Italy thing. Now, see, damn it, that's something Scuba could have looked up while he was here.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay,
Anyways.
The mysterious floating lights that hover around Dellamorte and she as they're kissing upon the grave are supposed to be...
Shut the front door. Speak of the fucking devil.
Yeah!
Oh my God, there he is!
Did you just literally hear Chad ask for you?
No,
That's amazing.
I did not.
He literally just said, man, I really wish Scoob was here so he could... And here you are.
Da-da.
That was fantastic, sir.
It's a Halloween miracle.
Man, we missed you ranting on this. So.
I know, Scoobs. I feel like you would have had some solid rants while we were discussing this.
And
shit.
you know, and I'm so sad that I missed it because you know.
You still got time when we do questions, though. Don't. Get me
Okay.
wrong.
Yes. And we will get to that because what the fuck? That's all I'm gonna say. Did y'all play the clip that I sent y'all?
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wait. Since he's got play him the intro to Brody's video because that was fucking awesome.
Oh my God.
Oh
All right.
God, I missed it. Yeah,
yes.
there was a bunch of kids around me, so I was like, oh, I don't know if I should be watching the show around these kids right now.
So
That's fair.
I apologize for everybody. Actually, I'm not going to apologize because Brody's intros are fucking badass.
They
So,
are.
All right.
Get ready.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
That's I had to have the what the fuck did I just
I
watch?
think that was all of our
All of our
point
reactions.
view after watching this fucking movie, man.
But even Rupert's reaction.
Mm.
You know, and I feel like this is probably the first time where all 5 of us are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we are all on the
Yeah.
same page of like, what is this movie, bro? Like,
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's an older movie. There's a lot of people that like it. But
Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't know why they like it. Well, I'll rant about it when we do our questions.
Okay. So continuing on, the mysterious floating lights that hover around Dellamorte and she as they're kissing upon the grave are supposed to be ignis fatuus, which means fool's fire. It's a naturally occurring fire-like light, sometimes seen during twilight in swampy areas.
Yes, sir. I had to.
Oh, so
Google
it wasn't
that
supposed to be
last
like spirits or anything?
No.
Weird. All right.
Well,
Like I said, swamp gas.
in the movie, yes, it was supposed to be like spirits, but it didn't make any sense because I'm like, hey, what the fuck? So I Googled what that was and I was like, holy shit. This is not what this is. Though. These are fucking...
Holy shit.
Damn, bro.
Oh, damn, Brody.
Took himself out for this movie. Woof, that's bad. Oh,
That's
shit.
great.
What else you got, Chad Daddy?
An American company was willing to fund and distribute the movie if Matt Dillon was cast as Francesco.
I can see it.
Matt Dillon?
Yeah, I can see it.
Matt Dillon.
I mean, Franco wasn't even that big of a character. He was in like 2 fucking scenes.
No, Francesco, not Franco. Francesco Dellamorte.
Oh,
The main character.
Sorry. Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. Yeah.
The hard rock tune one can hear every time there's a motorcycle on screen is an instrumental version of Ozzy Osbourne's Hellraiser from the 91 album No More Tears. I did notice that.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh,
I love
I
that song.
That dude still had the coolest zombie.
In 2009, the horror website A Shot in the Head chose Anna Fauci's boobs from her nude scene in this film as number 1 on their list of top 10 boobs in horror movies.
You can't go against that. Name a better.
Dude, the funny
Scene. Which scene?
It says top 10 boobs, so is it just 5 ladies?
Damn.
I was gonna say, unless you got like a 1 titty chick in there and then the 3 titty chick from Total Recall.
Okay. The only thing that could have topped that as far as best boobs in a movie would have been if we saw the girl's boobs in Halloween 4 instead of that big old freaking cock tease.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of what scene are we talking about, folks. I'm assuming we're talking about straight up on her husband's grave, just fully disrespecting it. Because the other one, we get more of a side angle. Still,
Yeah.
Even that was real.
Oh,
like,
fantastic,
Fell back, and they were just like,
sweaty.
Sweaty boobs.
I'm just saying, man, fucking on your husband's grave is just, that is straight disrespect.
I did hear that part. I did tune into the show to hear you say that part, and I was laughing. And my
Yeah, I
coworkers-
figured you would, dude, because you're like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, no.
Yeah.
fuck
I was so tempted to jump in while I was there and start
Jesus.
talking there, but I couldn't.
You sound like you were having a great time, bro, by the way.
It was packed, man. There was a lot of kids. We gave out a lot of candy.
Nice.
And you have to do this all week, don't you?
So tomorrow, I thought I had one tomorrow. I don't have one tomorrow. I have a presentation that we're doing after work. So,
Okay.
but the rest of the week I have trunk or treats. And
I see. Got the Ghostbusters.
yeah.
going.
And they're like, oh, we have a big one on Friday. They're like, we need a
Uh-huh.
theme. There's a contest, blah, blah, blah. And I said, Ghostbusters. I told y'all Ghostbusters. And they were like, well, what can we do for it? And I gave them all my ideas. I said, I'll make you a containment unit for the trunk of your car real quick out of cardboard. We have all the stuff at the office. I have extra flight suits y'all can wear, proton packs. Let me know what you got. Let's do it.
Yeah. Fucking A, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then picks for sure. Brody, I would totally eat dinner off of those any day.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Music group Tangerine Dream were originally supposed to compose the soundtrack, but dropped out because of scheduling conflicts.
Scheduling.
All right. Tangerine Dream.
Never heard of them.
This was an international co-production between Italy, France, and Germany.
I saw the Italian, German.
So kind of like World War II.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Damn.
It's a
No,
straight
but-
up Axis movie.
But I did see that at the beginning when the credits started rolling at the beginning. I'm like, whose fucking pick was this? Whose pick? And I was totally.
All right.
You guys know I hate dubbed movies. I hate them with a passion when the lips don't sync up. We started talking. I was trying to find to see if it was like dubbed or not. It wasn't. So that I will give you thanks for, John.
Like I said, bro, I had no. You might have missed it, and I was telling these boys, I was sold on this movie. Brody, 100%.
His presentation and watch this again.
Yes.
I was sold on this movie with it being compared to the Evil Dead series, and I was like, all right.
Whoever told you that needs a shovel to the head.
Just like Nagi did.
Just like Nagi did.
For the second time she died. Anyways, what else you got, Chad Daddy?
It's based on a 1983, but only published in 91, book with the same title, with Francesca Dellamorte being a sort of alter ego of Dylan Dog, the cult character of a comic book, as described in Dylan Dog Special number 3, Aurora Nero, whatever. How the fuck you say that?
Dylan Dog. That sounds familiar.
There was a movie about it. Despite not being part of the description for the film's R rating from the MPAA, nudity is also present in the film. The scenes that showcase this of love scenes between Francesco and different versions of she and Francesco's shower scene.
Oh, I have seen Dylan Dog. Fucking Brandon Ralph's in it. I think it was pretty bad, if I remember.
Which actually, that brings me to this. This is actually the last thing I got, because there wasn't a lot of whole behind the scenes stuff for this. So the film is based on a book, Dellamorte, written in 81, published in 91. In 86, the author created the character Dylan Dog, who not only shares some characteristics with Dellamorte, but was visually based on Rupert Everett. As an in-joke, the film cast Everett and costumed the character in a fashion deliberately reminiscent of Dylan Dog. Previous to the novel's publications, the author Sclavi had reused its plot in an issue of Dylan Dog, guest starring Dellamorte. The filmmakers were aware of this as well in casting Everett and alluding to the links between the two characters. In view of the above, and in terms of the plot, themes, and use of the trademark black humor, Cemetery Man is closer to an adaptation of Dylan Dog than the actual film starring Brandon Routh.
Well, now I feel like I have to rewatch Dylan Dog just to be like, you know what? This movie was better. I don't know, though.
Existed, so there you go.
It's a 2010 horror comedy, man. It could go fucking hard either way.
Dylan Dog. Okay.
I remember the cover for sure. I feel like I've watched it, but I don't remember. It is on Tubi.
I vaguely have memories of seeing a preview for it or something.
I gotta see that poster for this.
I mean, he's definitely got that, like, not super 2010s emo hair, but I could definitely see where they're comparing the characters. Like, they kind of, dudes look similar, you know, tall, dark, and handsome. All right. So that is it, Chad Daddy?
That's it, buddy.
Thank you kindly, brother. I appreciate all that. Awesome. All right. So where do we all watch this, boys?
Tubi.
Fossum TV. Oh,
Wow.
Shudder.
I started it on Shudder, and then I finished it on Tubi in the morning.
Dude, I am kicking myself because I just remembered today that I wanted to watch the version on Shudder with the fucking Joe Bob Briggs.
Oh,
They have the Joe Bob Briggs of this? God damn it, that would have been way better to fucking watch that with this.
That would have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I would have loved to hear
I
what
don't
he
want
has
to watch
say
this
about it.
again, Chad. Why'd you have to tell me that? No. Damn it. Yeah, there's way more fucking Joe Bob Briggs. Better ones than that to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, dial it on. Fucking A. All right. Sorry, let me pull up. My shit just closed out on me. Okay. Douche of the film. Fucking say Dellamore, dude. It's kind of a cock.
Yeah, and the girl fucking him on her husband's grave. As hot as she
said,
was.
man, she just got turned on by weird fucking horror vibes, bro. Like a lot of girls at cons.
Everybody in town.
Everybody in town is just a douche.
Everybody in town. They were all douches. Every single one of them. Because they talked so much shit to him whenever he would go in town. And he was literally doing a job he was paid to do and keeping these dead fucking zombies.
Well, he also started the rumor about himself about being impotent too. So he kind of fucked himself with that one.
Yeah, but still.
Which
hey, he could have let them
some
loose
half
one
people
night
thought
and
he
be
was
like,
impotent, and apparently other half people thought he was a fucking dickless eunuch, bro.
This
So it's like,
fucking
what the
this
fuck?
movie makes no sense. Gene,
No.
you said, I can't believe you all hate this movie. It made no sense. There was no clear plot to this
There
film.
was not.
There was no
there isn't.
it felt like it was like a fucking anthology just thrown together with
It did.
different fucking stories. It
Bro,
made no sense
you-
at
Yeah.
all.
Literally said what we fucking just said earlier, too, man.
And then the
Like, that's-
fucking ending, the ending felt like the biggest cop out ever, and it was so goddamn confusing because what the fuck? Were they all dead already anyways? Like, were they in fucking hell?
Same questions, homie.
What
I
the
figured
fuck?
limbo.
Yeah,
maybe.
literally same
I don't
questions.
know.
Like when Miyagi talked at the end, was it them switching parts
Roles
now?
or-
Like
yeah.
their roles are switched now, and the other dude's Miyagi, or was that us finally getting to hear what Dellamorte was hearing every time Miyagi would talk?
We don't know.
Ooh.
We'll never know.
Right? Was
Yeah.
Dellamorte and Yagi the whole time, and all he could say was that?
Yeah,
And
and that's
it's
why they
just
thought
all-
he was a fuck stick.
the
It's possible. All right. I think this might be a unanimous one. I could be completely wrong, but favorite kill.
bus decapitation.
Yeah,
I'm
the bus
going
is-
head. I'm going head crush with the bus, bro, for sure.
I'm going for the mayor when he's on the ladder and he's like, "You can't kill me. I'm the mayor." And then he shoots him in the head. I just thought it was funny. I did.
Oh,
laugh at
mayor's
that part.
second death.
Yeah, the mayor's
yeah.
second death.
All
Yeah,
right, yeah.
that shit was funny. The mayor's first death was fucking stupid.
Dude,
the whole head walking was fucking stupid. Like,
This
how did that head glide across the fucking?
its little
cemetery?
veins
It's
came
the
out,
same
little legs,
question.
dude. It was
So
like,
stupid. God damn, this movie is dumb.
and then she turned into Zombie after that, dude.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
the-
make it like a high, make a high ho.
See, yeah.
And Miyagi was doing some funky things with that head.
See, I don't think he was,
we
dude.
didn't go that
No.
far.
I think
Bro.
he's too like, bro. He's like a 5-year-old in his head.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. He's eating bananas and spaghetti, bro. I don't think the dude's really put that together to even have those kind of thoughts. Could be wrong, but I don't know. Either way, still weird. All right. That takes us to, and if we have one, best scene.
I don't have one.
Okay.
I'm going with when all the caskets are getting carried in and the Boy Scouts are singing about not going
Yeah,
on the
not
trip.
going
That's what I was
Okay,
going
all
with.
right.
Okay. I'm
I'll
going
give
with
that one then.
because it's not even the best scene in the movie. It just gave me the biggest, like, God, you're a fucking moron. After he kills those people in the hospital and he's running down the stairs
That was fantastic.
and the cop
dude.
stops him and he's like, "There's a psychopath on the 4th floor shooting or killing people. He's already killed 4 people. Oh, you have a gun. You can protect yourself." Are you fucking stupid? You are the worst cop in the history of cops ever.
Fair though, Dellamorte is a little pissed off about it too, seeing as he's like, "I fucking did it!" Like,
Like, jeez Louise.
that's pretty sad.
But then
though.
that
That's
leads me
pretty
to
bad.
believe that maybe he wasn't understood either, because if you think about it, a lot of the conversations that they had, they just kind of blew him off. So maybe he couldn't talk, and all he heard too from him was Nyagi.
Maybe
Maybe. But it's too deep. There's that's just
this movie's too open to not. I don't know. I guess you could just leave it to whatever you're whatever you want to interpret it as. But that takes us to worst moment or scene. Ooh, oh, see, Brody did say that was a cool one
that was
too,
pretty-
man. The
that was pretty
motorbike
cool.
coming out of the grave was dope.
good. Yeah. We did say we liked his look too. so.
Oh, worst moment or scene.
The nonsensical ending.
That, I mean, I do like a good nihilistic ending, but just this, it just didn't. I don't know. It was just weird.
No.
Like I said, I feel like I needed to get like more exploring. Like he needed to drive to the other side of town to see if it was the same or not. And I've been like, all right, cool. Worst moment or scene. Worst moment or scene.
You know something, for me, anytime he was in town, I fucking hated it. I fucking hated every time he went into town, and he just no. Stay in the fucking cemetery. Fuck them people. Hated it.
God, dude, I can't.
Do you have too many in your head or not one in your head?
I have too many.
I mean, it's not. That's the thing is, like we said earlier, I don't hate this movie. I just don't like it because it doesn't fucking make sense. So it's kind of like, I don't fucking know, dude. I'm probably gonna say the annoying bitch in the graveyard that just won't shut the fuck up about.
Oh my god,
she was annoying.
She was annoying.
he's also
Fuck,
guys.
dude.
He's not.
I'll
an
let him
engineer.
eat. He can eat whoever he wants, and it's like shut the
I will let
fuck up.
whoever wants to eat me.
Like I know our main dude was all upset that he killed a live person, but bro, you got a 2-for-1, so it's like, yo, fuck off, dude. Who gives a shit?
Eh.
All right, Brody's
Well,
going ending
he's
as
not.
well.
He's not an engineer either.
You know, I'm going because I hated this scene so much. When the fucking second bitch he was supposed to marry after going impotent for her, when she came back and was like, I was raped, but I like dick now.
We never talked about that, dude.
We did
No,
not.
I didn't talk about it because
Wow.
I slept through that scene.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because that was a really fucking weird scene, bro. Like 100%, because we get a lot of just like, yo, if this was a real person telling you this in any situation, your eyes would be bugging out of your head just because like you just be like, girl, what?
Yeah.
What? Like it just keeps getting worse. She won't shut the fuck up. And it's like, no, stop telling me shit, please. I don't want to know. Don't need to know. But like, yeah, she said she gets raped and she liked it. But then,
And then they had
she
nice
also
sex.
then they had sex that was consensual. And now she's not afraid of dicks anymore, to which apparently that's what her problem was. So that's why she liked Dellamorte, because she thought he didn't have a dick. But like, dude,
Bro, and imagine if if the doctor would have chopped his dick off. Like,
Ah,
what the fuck? This dude
Why-
is such
first of
a
all,
fucking pussy.
why get your dick cut off, dude? Like, worst case scenario, get like your nuts removed or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't see why you'd want to. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. This movie makes no sense.
I don't know either. But what I want to need to know is, Gene, what are you going to argue about this movie that's going to make us change our mind?
Yeah,
The only
because
thing
there's
would
no
be
Not a
argument.
lot.
Yeah,
The
there's
only
no
thing that would
argument.
have been funnier about that scene of when he fucking flashed dong to the doctor is if you just heard a flop on the
Like a
table.
thump, like if you heard a
yeah.
on the table.
When
yeah.
you see his eyes like bug out a little bit, you just heard that thump.
like, did you guys ever see Bachelor
He was
Party?
getting his dick cut off
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he was
yeah.
too horny.
When Nick
That
the
was
Dick
his
whips it out
problem.
and puts it on the tray.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was getting his dick cut off because she was scared of wieners and she wanted to marry him because
Wieners.
she thought he was fucking impotent because of the rumor. And so he goes to the doctor and he's like, just take it off because I'm getting married and she doesn't like wiener. So I'm just not going to have a wiener. And the doctor's like, okay, cool. I'll chop your wiener off because you're paying me money. But oh my God, I'm too scared to chop your wiener off. Let me just inject it with something that's going to make you impotent for a month.
That's what I'm saying. I bet the dude had a solid fucking dong. And the doctor's like, I can't do that, bro. That would be fucking sacrilege.
That's a slap in God's face.
right? Like, what the fuck, bro? You can't massacre
Like,
that.
you're the second coming. We can't.
Fucking A, dude.
I can't cut off.
Remember
this
the third.
magnificent
Remember
work
the
The
third
third time he
was
faked
though.
it.
Yeah. So,
of art.
All
all
right.
right, that takes us to Bob. Did the opening scene hook you in?
This time, no.
I would disagree.
Uh,
I would disagree.
So the opening.
Or
did
so wait,
hook
what
me
are we
in.
considering the open?
The opening is just him on the phone doing his little conversation, like nonchalant, and then literally knock, 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 zombie at the door, boom, and then goes
Okay,
back to
all right.
talking like it's nothing. All right.
Okay.
Color me
Yeah. So
intrigued
yeah,
at this point.
I'll give that. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Let me think.
And if it's not,
Probably the
that's totally
scene
fair,
with
so.
Can we get past this? please?
oh no, there's no getting past this for a while.
Not for another month.
this is your 2024 Oogie Spooky.
What was my 2023?
Oogie
don't know.
Spooky.
I don't
Spooky,
remember.
spooky.
I thought that was 2022.
That probably
Was
was.
that 2022? Oh my
I don't
god.
know.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna say no, absolutely not.
All right.
No.
No, that's fair. No, it's like I'm with Chad Daddy though. Like that mildly intrigued me. I was like, all right, cool. We're doing some zombie shit. But then, like Brody said, man, you get about 20, 30 minutes in this movie, and we just completely fucking just nope, we're not dealing with zombies anymore.
20,
We're just
30
doing something
minutes,
else.
10 minutes in. I'm like, how much time do I have left? And I saw an hour and 45. I'm like,
Well,
fuck.
so there was that like one cool scene where he is also talking. I think that's when he was talking to Franco and like told Franco that he should like get rid of his family or get away from him or some shit like that. But then you get that pan out, dude, and there's literally like an army of the fucking dead coming to his house. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck's it? But I'm assuming that's the bus crash, right? Like that's why there's so many of those dead people like up at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so that would make sense.
Mel usually chugs along through these movies with me, doesn't give up, watches the end, and then starts complaining or saying how much she loved the movie. She got an hour in. She's like, nope, I'm done. She's like, I can't.
Jen was the same way, dude. Jen was like, this is boring. I'm falling asleep. And I'm like, all
Steph
right.
was like, peace out. I'm going to go snuggle.
She's
with
like, yeah,
Arthur.
I'm going to go put Charlie to sleep. Like,
allow me to also apologize to all our ladies out there that also stood through this as much as they could. My bad.
Yeah, sorry, honey.
Yeah.
Blame John. It's John's fault.
I will take that. I will take that heat. That is fine. That is fine.
She was so disappointed that this was your pick. She was like, not John. I thought this was a Chad pick.
I picked good ones.
Damn.
No, you do. You do. But she's like, this just seems like, just from looking at the cover, like that's our.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's why
like,
this does not feel like a me. Like this is not a me at the heart pick by any
from the cover, she's like, this is a Chad pick. And I said, no, I think it's a John pick. I was like, let me ask the guys. And then I was right. So I won this week.
Like I said, it's just, this was in my list. I always pick a few that I've either maybe have seen or I've wanted to see, or at least, and this was just one per suggestion, which I always try to throw in there. And I don't know, man, just didn't hit. So that leads us to, well, Jesus Christ, I think we can almost skip this one. Most attractive character. Anna Falchi, dude, just fucking. There's a reason she comes back 3 times, dude. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, we just didn't get titties each time. We only got one in the third time. Which, how did you feel about him burning down a house of prostitutes? I thought it was hilarious.
I laughed.
Okay, all right. I don't feel I'm not alone in that one.
I laughed. I'm like, wow.
I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if you heard that part, but I told them that the 250,000 lire comes out to $112.
That's it.
That's it.
I told Mel, I said, I don't know how much that, because I was texting Mel the stupidness that was coming after she left, and she's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the?" And I'm like, so then they tell him it's 100,000 lira. I don't know what that translates to in fucking American money, but I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of money. He burned the house down.
I mean, she did charge
$112,
dude. He was
dollars.
He wasn't about to get duped, man. He's like, nope, fuck that shit. Fucking A. The one like the Jet Li movie? The one? What are we talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about here.
Okay.
Gene's off the rant.
Because when I'm thinking the one, I'm thinking Jet Li fucking 2003. Like, whoa. All right. Okay, so that takes us to, did the score set the mood?
I didn't like the score.
I was too busy thinking what the fuck than to pay attention to anything that was being played in the fucking
I'm kind of in Scoop's bracket, dude. I think I was trying so hard to pay attention that I didn't even like notice it. Which takes us to
noticed like a main theme.
Oh, wait a minute. We definitely have a best song.
Hellraiser.
Oh,
I was gonna go Boy Scout song.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with the Boy Scout song. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Right. Favorite character.
Look, I told Mel last night, Nyagi would have been my favorite.
Nagi would have been the best.
If he wasn't in love with if he wasn't a necro pedo special needs character.
I mean, I think the most disgusting part of this whole movie is somebody grabbing spaghetti by their hand and putting it on your plate. Because personally, I was offended and just like, like, could you imagine if somebody served you spaghetti like that?
As an Italian, Bobby, how did that make you feel?
That hurt.
He's standing there at the TV going.
It's kind of like
his
when
whole body's just rolling like in fucking.
No. Here, you want to know what that's equivalent to? It's kind of like when we see people take pasta and go like this to put it in a pot of boiling water. Don't do that.
I do it all the time.
I mean, I'll do that if I got a little pot. If I don't have a big pot.
Yeah, if I don't have a big pot,
just let it go in.
See, you say that, but last time I did that, it fell over and burned off the fire. So I'm not doing
there's
that.
something wrong with your pot.
It's a little pot.
It's
I'll go ahead and say
I don't have a favorite.
I don't have a favorite character. I think
I don't.
maybe the
I-
idiot
I-
detective.
Maybe the Grim Reaper.
Ooh,
Oh well, yeah. Okay.
I'm going idiot detective
Idiot.
I mean,
because the dude was dumb. He was just straight up dumb. He was probably
He was comedic
Bro.
relief.
he wouldn't even made it with the damn police academy squad. Like those guys are better cops than he is.
wait, which police?
Citizens
academy?
on patrol, bro.
'Cause I was gonna say-
Citizens on
I
patrol.
was gonna say he might make it in 3. There was a few.
So you're
people in there.
saying that Bobcat Goldthwait was a better cop?
Bobcat was a better cop than this guy. Hell, Frank Drebin was a better cop than this guy.
Frank Drebin was the man. Oh, fucking A. Like a midget on my toe, like a midget at the urinal. I'll have to stay on my toes. All right. Oof. Was it scary? Absolutely
No.
not.
No.
Ugh.
My sock
Yeah.
drawer is scarier.
I mean, I guess the idea of
You're not
dick-
single anymore. Why would it be scary?
I just threw that in there for no fucking reason. I don't know
all
why.
the socks have holes in it.
Ah! Oh
They're all
my
knee-high
God.
socks too.
Does it? Does it hold up today? Being 30 years
No.
old.
No, I don't think it
No.
held up when it came
No.
out.
Scoobs, this was your first viewing.
Yeah,
obviously,
this is my
correct?
first
Okay.
viewing.
All right,
Fucking
So Chad Daddy's the only one who has seen this prior, so he's the only one who could truly say
I
And
liked
you-
it back then, but watching it, looking back, like the fuck was wrong with me?
you were younger.
You were
dude.
young.
And titties.
Yeah.
Bro, like I
and
said,
titties.
if I saw this when it came out in video stores, 1994, I was 9, so probably 95, I'd be 10. Bro, I'd probably be all about this movie too.
Yeah,
I'd be
same
like,
because
this
I was
movie was
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Titties.
So it's just like, oh my god, dude, that movie was amazing. Where I'd probably, if I watched it today, be like, what the fuck was I talking about, dude? Jesus Christ.
Like we all are now.
Right. Fucking A, bro. So acting?
A C
I think
minus.
everybody's
Like, fine,
everybody's
I don't know.
acting was okay except for the blonde chick,
Oh, the obsessive girl, right?
the
at
obsessive
gravestone.
girl, and
That was
the
pretty
mother
bad.
that pulled her off of like the dude's mother or whatever.
Oh, the
Those
mayor's
two-
wife?
No, it wasn't the mayor's
No,
wife. Well,
The one
no,
that
no,
she
no.
was talking about, she's like, no, my daughter was betrothed. Get on that. Like, I thought that was.
Oh,
Oh, maybe yeah, like that. Those actors, everybody in that scene was just bad.
It was rough. That leads us to cinematography. You know what? There were some decent shots. I
The
thought
hospital
like,
scene
cool
was kind of
angles.
cool. That had a
The
cool
evil-
angle.
the Evil Dead shot was really cool.
That
Yes.
I like the phone book burning scene. We got to see it like through the burning pages. I thought that looked kind of cool.
There was one scene where he's walking through the cemetery and there's just the shadow of death. You see it like just
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
that was I liked that. That was kind of cool. I was like, oh shit, there's death. Like, is this gonna be like a character in this or what the fuck? And
and a lot of top down and like bottom up shots.
yeah,
I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
because of like the graveyard aesthetic or some bullshit, I'd guess. But
Mm,
so cinematography, not terrible. Pretty
and I
good.
especially like the scene of her on top.
Well, yeah, I mean that's not even an argument. That was just like, why is this scene 20 minutes perpetually long? It's almost like I rewound it or something. Did we like the premise?
What premise?
Well, okay, so all right, how do we want to say this? Because the premise, if like what I read off of Shudder to explain the little bit of what this movie, I was sold.
So
But the
I
execution
said it.
sucked.
I said it. Yeah, I was gonna say the idea of
Okay, I'll give
just
you that.
the title Cemetery Man and like the first little bit of this movie, perfect. The rest of it, no. So
Right, 'cause you're
poorly
just-
executed.
You're just like, yo, it's a dude who lives in the cemetery that kills zombies on the 7th day when they wake up. All right.
I could
Sounds
get
like
behind
a cool-
that.
Right.
I could get
That
behind
sounds like something that you could easily sell me. Let's see what we got. Didn't do it.
No.
That would take us to, and I don't even know where the fuck it is. Was the climax satisfying? Was
What
it?
climax? What
No.
climax? Where was the climax?
That's what I'm trying to ask.
The
What
only
was the
climaxes were
I think you
when
have to
he
have
was
a-
banging the chicks.
I think
The
And he
third
faked
time does
laughing.
count. Yeah. Fucking A.
you have to have a story to have a climax. Or
Yeah,
you
and
know,
there-
other things.
I'll say,
There
what
was-
would be the climax here, dude? The hospital massacre before?
I guess
like,
the whole
after
thing,
that?
the whole ending, but yeah, it's just shit the
No.
bed.
Literally.
And then, like, and the whole weird thing with like his friend taking the kills from him, but then like somehow being in a coma. How do you get in a coma? Did they ever say that? Like,
it
why
makes
was
no
that?
sense.
Yeah, he was in a
Well-
coma. Now all of a sudden he just doesn't remember. He's
Well,
like, "Ah,
so
ah."
he killed his wife, he killed his daughter,
right.
and then he set the house on fire. Was he in the house?
Oh, like smoke poisoning.
It could have
coma
been
kind of
smoke
thing?
inhalation,
Okay.
and
Could've been.
he's the one who, you know, he took the. Maybe he didn't even really take the blame for it, but he was there when it
Well, he
happened, and he was the
so
only.
he fits the description.
He fits the
so-
description, yeah.
And obviously we know the police chief is a bumbling fucking idiot. So he's like, yeah, the tall guy with black hair. That works. He's fucking done. Brody says, no,
Yeah.
fuck this climax. It is one of the worst I've ever seen. I didn't even see it, Brody. So I don't know where
Yeah.
you look.
Yeah, exactly.
What? All right. So, you know what? I think we're going to answer on this one that we don't usually say a lot, but recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Recycle and
Remake.
burn it.
Fucking recycling
Remake.
this shit, dude.
Recycle.
I say
You want
remake.
remake. You want remake.
Yeah, but focus more on the zombie killing. On that.
I mean,
story part of it.
I'm still cool with like zombie killing leading somehow like that life into a descent of madness, but just give me a little bit of cohesion.
Yeah.
That's all I need, right? We need a little glue in the joints.
Well, you know what? I don't watch horror movies for substance. A friend of mine just commented that on my Facebook because he's like, "Oh, I thought you don't watch horror movies for substance." I don't, but this one just
But a little bit
doesn't.
of story. It would be
A
good.
little. Give me some plot, like because we were arguing about Terrifier, and he's like, "I don't understand the plot of Terrifier. Terrifier doesn't have a plot." Bro, if you don't think Terrifier has a plot, this movie
In
has
general,
absolutely
or
no
just the first one we going?
he's in general, he says none of them have any plot.
Well, I would say
Either
as
one.
they've
The second one had
expanded.
it.
Has he watched the second and the third one?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's watched the third one, but I know he's watched.
They're
the second one.
definitely expanding in the story. Like
Yeah.
it's clearly leading
I mean-
somewhere. It's not. I could understand maybe the first one. You could probably argue the first one was probably more of an homage to slashers, but
Yeah, but it still
kinda
had a
a
plot.
big, right.
still
Still
had
had
a
a
plot.
basic like, hey, here's the this to
This
this.
has no plot. Like I said, this was just. It felt like it was just an anthology of clips that they fucking threw together that had the same character in it. It was like if you were reading a one-off comic book.
I love that he's saying this, dude, because literally that's what I said earlier. I was like, bro, it's like watching like the Animatrix or something. Where
Yes,
it's like 13
yes.
different
Or-
versions
or-
of bullshit.
Or it's like All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, but I like Owl Hollows.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
I can't compare it
So
to
did I, but
that.
it's not
Yeah,
like-
no. See, like
For sure.
for me, it depends on the movie, horror movie for substance.
You know what?
Some,
It would be
some
it would
movies
be
need
like
it, some don't.
it would be like All Hallows Eve if all the characters went through every single film. Like if they had the same cast for every single film
Trick
that
or
was
Treat.
in.
Almost.
Yeah,
But
but Trick or
also
Treat
way
pulled it
better.
off.
Yeah, but Trick. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Trick or Treat pulled that off.
Listen, man, I love me a good anthology movie that pulls it well. So,
Absolutely.
all right, let's rate this bitch now. Brody gave us a 2. Scoob, you gave us a 1.
And I'm not
You
changing.
you sticking with the 1?
I'm sticking to my 1.
All right, I dig
And
it.
the only reason I gave it a 1 because I was going to give it a 0. The only
Oh.
reason I gave it a 1, I gave it 0.5 for titties and 0.5 because I did chuckle at a couple of scenes at how absurd they were.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. No, I mean, hey, you understand where your points are coming from. All right, Bob, what do you got, brother?
I'm about to give my lowest score. I'm literally going to give it a 0.9.
0.9.
0.9.
Hell yeah, Bobby.
Chad?
I'm gonna side with the DKB on this and give it a 2 because those boobs were pretty spectacular.
But
1 point for each boob.
1 point for each boob. That's
see,
good.
that doesn't. As good.
You get to see him twice, so it's really a half a point per each. Group. And you get- All right, so 2 for Chad Daddy. All right, and let's see. I fully fell asleep during the first hour of this movie,
Same.
so that is not a good thing. As ridiculous as it was, and I definitely love some absurdity, this was just. I don't want to say it was too much. It was just like I don't know what it was.
It was nothing.
We got some cool gore. We definitely got some fucking nice tatas. I think I'm gonna have to go 1.5 probably for myself. I feel like a 2 is still just a little too high for me. Let's give it a little bit of credit, but
Now, Chad
Alright.
Daddy, while John is tallying this up, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather watch this again or Stan Helsing?
you know what?
Yes.
Stan Helsing has more plot than this.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, it does.
Stan Helsing at least has a whole background lore of he's Van Helsing's blah blah blah.
I
and he's got-
really hated Stan Helsing. I think I'd watch
right,
it.
okay,
I
before.
gotta
okay.
watch it.
This-
Oh.
This or Amity 3D again?
Still this.
See, I know we
I-
shit on Amity, dude, but I would almost rather watch Amity sometimes, knowing how much I'm gonna laugh at that
Yeah.
fucking movie, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
know.
no.
Okay,
Amityville
I
3.
think I might watch Amity 3 again just to laugh at that really shitty rubber monster at the end.
Oh my god.
Because
So
it
Brody-
was horrible.
Brody's favorite movie.
fucking right, bro. So our score for 1994's Cemetery Man, aka Dellamorte Dellamore, is a 1.48, aka 1.5.
Wow.
Still too high.
Still too
Still too
high.
high of a
That's
fucking
way
score.
too-
I'm not gonna lie, I expected I didn't know if this was gonna get below the full one or not, but what's
I'm
our
telling you-
lowest what's our lowest score? Is this the lowest for the year?
I would have to look it up.
No, that's fine. It's probably dead fucking close. Because I feel like we've definitely watched some fucking heaters.
Well,
this
I
year,
mean,
dude.
I still think 1.5.
I think it's our lowest for the year. For the year, I think I
Yeah,
want
I-
to say it's our
I
lowest
bet it is.
because I haven't given anything below a 2 on
No,
anything that
never-
we
I don't
I've
think
never
I
given-
have.
I've never given anything below a 1.
And you know, I was listening to some of our old episodes, and I was so cute when I first started because I was so fair with movies, and I'm like, well, I don't want to go below a certain score, and I'm thinking to
No.
myself, you're a fucking moron. Like I'm
You're like,
so
you
like,
fucking pussy. Just give
I'm
the
so
goddamn.
evil now. I'm so fucking evil. I'm like, fuck this movie. This movie fucking sucked.
Brody says this movie is nearly up there with Amityville 3D.
But-
Oh, it's
Brody,
there.
Brody,
It's there.
Brody, if you had to choose this or Amityville 3D, give an answer, please. I want to see that answer.
it just blows my mind that Mel left an hour in and was like, I'm out. I'm fucking out. I don't know
Bro,
what's going on.
when I texted you guys and I told you, like, oh, I fell asleep with only 20 minutes left. No, I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I was like, I got to finish this movie. I had an hour left. I was like, fuck
Wow.
me, dude.
There's
Dude,
But yeah,
there's no-
This is our lowest for the year.
So far,
You know what? I bet it's going to
I
take
think
it
we're
too.
pretty stacked.
I
Oh,
bet it'll take it.
we got a solid
I
rest
say
of the
we're
year.
stacked
so.
for the rest of the year.
Which, speaking of, what do we cover next week, Chad Daddy?
Oh, so next week is going to be a big palate cleanser. Next week, we are watching Terrifier 2.
Nice.
And I believe that is on Freevee right now.
Terrifier
I
2
got
is
the
also on Prime Video for free.
DVD.
Yeah, Freevee, right?
I got
It's through
the-
Freevee
I don't
on
know if
there.
it's on Freevee, but it's not on Tubi anymore. They did take it off of Tubi.
No, I
This-
think it was
Freevee and
through Amazon
Freevee
or
and
whatever.
Prime are the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Brody,
Freevee with
I
the
had
ads
to
are
put you
on
in that spot. I'm putting you in that spot, Brody. Make a decision. Be a man.
How dare you put me in that boat? It's a bad boat to be in. All right. Fuck it, we can go big screen, put our names up. All right, boys. Is there anything nerdy you guys need to talk about? Want to talk about any of that good shit?
I got nothing.
I got
I
one
don't have-
thing. Actually, I'm sorry. I got two things. Some of us, I'm assuming me as well as a few others, got a pretty fucking sweet email the other day.
I haven't
And-
checked my email.
2 in the box is on its way.
Shut
soon
the
enough.
Front door. I have not checked my emails.
You should have a Hasbro email from potentially yesterday, maybe Saturday. if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's right there. Oh
Yep.
my god.
There you go. There's your Scoop's day was made.
Oh my god. Let's fucking go.
Who's gonna be hunting real ghosts now? Fucking not that he already doesn't.
Bro. And that's because I have an investigation on Saturday. I really wish this thing would have came
Look,
in.
I need that PKE now,
Like,
bro.
I need it now.
I need to tase some motherfuckers. Let's go. Let's see what else we got. Nerdy. Well, I think cat's out of the bag. I know we talked a little bit at the beginning, or maybe was it before we went live? I don't remember. All 4 of us have seen Terrifier 3. I think everybody
Mhm.
very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will say I don't think it's my favorite of the series, but it is a solid entry nonetheless.
Yes.
The
what I'll
kills
say about
were
that.
great.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad. It just felt like I feel like I liked 2 more, but the one thing that I didn't like about 2, which I'm glad about 3, is they didn't have any scenes that just seemed like so long. We were like, all right, can we just be done with this, please? Like everything just kind of felt like, okay, I could deal with this. And awesome Black Christmas vibes, may I say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking love Black Christmas. So always happy to see that shit.
Mhm.
What else? The new Retro Realms game is already out digitally, but it drops on physical this Friday. And
Yeah,
that would be
still gotta get it.
the Halloween Ash vs. Evil Dead game. For anybody that's interested, I know right here, I pre-ordered that shit, so I'll be picking that up on Friday myself for the Switch.
Yeah, I gotta get it myself. I didn't get it yet.
And speaking of spookiness, new Black Ops 6 Zombies drops this week, well, along with Black Ops 6, obviously. So that's the 25th, I think, as well. What else you got, Bob?
Well, did you guys? I'm sure. I don't know if John, you saw it. Did you guys also see Hasbro's other thing for Ghostbusters? Now they're doing the cars.
Yeah. So the thing is,
It's $300.
Hasbro has put out so many fucking iterations of the goddamn Ecto-1, dude. Now the Ecto-1A attachments are way cooler, and I will admit that because they don't do enough of the fucking GB2 love. But I don't fucking need that big of a goddamn mini Ecto, dude. Like that, it's cool. I'm not gonna say it's not. You got space for it?
It seems like everybody. It seems like everybody's on the boat that it's like, this ain't worth $350 to $400.
Bro, I just spent $100 on a 7.5 foot fucking skull arch that looks like it's out of Mortal Kombat, and then another fucking 8-foot totem. And I still could have another $100 to spend before I fucking touch that car. And I'm like, no, I'd rather have that shit, dude.
I totally backed it for all the GB2 stuff because I'm not putting Ecto-1 on display. I'm making an Ecto-1A with all the Ghostbusters 2 stuff. So I totally
that's completely understandable, dude. Fuck yeah. Let's see. Was there anything else nerdy?
And then nothing I saw. So
that trailer for Werewolves dropped.
Oh, Wolfman.
No, not Wolfman.
Not
Werewolves.
that one.
I have yet to watch that one. I didn't mind the trailer for Wolfman, honestly. I was like, all right, I'd watch it.
I like that.
Really hope. Go ahead, Bobby.
That trailer for Wolfman that just dropped. I liked it better. Like then I don't know. I liked it. It's like, okay, that seems a little more.
I mean, it looks cool, but I just hope that the look of the Wolfman is a lot better than what we got.
See,
from what I've been reading, it's not.
My problem in my head is, and I know this is my own problem, the Wolfman is way different than a werewolf. And what I personally always enjoy is a werewolf look versus the Wolfman look.
Yeah, but even the like the Lon Chaney Wolfman still had a wolf kind of look to it. It had the nose.
But I like the bigger. I like always more like the elongated.
No, and I do too. I do too.
Yeah.
But the look that we got at this Wolfman doesn't look like a wolf. He doesn't look like the traditional Wolfman. He doesn't look like a mix of a werewolf and a man at all.
No, he looks like he's like a dude who's on like the verge of becoming a fucking like cryptid or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
chud.
He wishes.
Right?
Fucking A.
Don't you be dissing Bud the Chud.
But no, so werewolves, I saw the trailer on TikTok and I was like, oh shit, this looks interesting. And basically it's like a mix of The Purge with a werewolf story. So essentially everybody in the world is infected with werewolf genes.
Oh, so daywalkers with fucking werewolves?
But they only transform once a year during the supermoon. So you can either hide out, try to live like they do in The Purge, try to survive over the night. You can go out and do your werewolf things, or those that have the gene but do not transform are werewolf hunters.
Oh.
So it's very, like I said, it's very Purge mixed with werewolf, and it looked fucking cool. And the werewolves look like werewolves. Like
Okay,
I don't know.
want.
Hopefully it's not a lot of CGI bullshit because I feel like that would kill it for me. But the trailer that I saw did look pretty cool.
Say, man,
Okay.
I still to this day, dude. Like, dude, Trick or Treat's fucking werewolf transformation is like one of my best. That still sticks in my head.
That's
It may be because it was also a little hot too, but you know, I'm trying to think what else. I feel like there was something else nerdy that I
yeah. Right now, I have nothing. We'll have more next week.
Oh yeah, so oh no, wait, that ended yesterday. Never mind. I was gonna say something about Gutter Garbs, Jason Go to Hell, but that was the pre-order that ended last night.
I did that already too.
Did you? Nice. And but the Halloween 2 collection is back, so they got that rocking out if you want that.
Yeah, they got one brand new shirt and reprints.
Nice. Other than that, I think that's about it, man. So Bob, start us off, brother.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Moan saying we'll see you next week for Terrifier 2. Tune in and share, please.
This is your host with the Ghost, the Prince of the Paranormal, Lord Scoopacabra, saying, see you next week, fuckers, and prepare to get cut the fuck up.
Ooh, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying, be sure to join us next week for some Art the Clown goodness.
And I'm your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode. You might not have liked the movie, but we had a fun fucking time talking about it. And that's all that fucking matters. And don't forget to bring the salted meats next week for Art, because we are covering terror.